Because that was very unclear. When I was a young my father took me into the city.
I think we just lost like 5 viewers.
Well, we can get copyright strike now because you missed at least 2 of the notes in the piano sequence.
That's like the first 5 notes, okay? Weak. It's my app piano.
You managed to be a casual at everything.
Shit.
Fucking drag him.
Because I have hemorrhoids. Single hemorrhoid. Hey everybody, welcome to Bards of New York. The actual play D&D podcast right here from our beautiful living room here in New York City. Here we are, episode 2, verse 3 of the Ballad of the Nightmare Krew. And so we are excited to have you all here. Thanks for being chill with us. We took I should say I took the week off last week because I was hunting Mothman. And if you may notice, we are missing 2 of our bards right now because they are out hunting. Actually, it's not hunting because it's actually a quite docile creature, the Moliki Membe, in the forests of the Congo.
Yes, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Actually, a fairly well-documented cryptid, so they should have at least
Some success.
success.
And that's most of what I have to say before we jump in. So now I believe we go over to Hannah. Yeah, we're not. I know. I know. I got you, dude. I won't forget.
I made a cute. You know how you used to go to the movies back in the 60s when we were all alive, for sure, and they would have like a cute intermission show? Well, I made a cute intermission show, and it includes a lot of really cool art from artists in the community who have brought to life our brain children. So stick around and see it. There's also some funny videos, and definitely at least one shit on Woody break during the intermission.
That's worth watching.
Is it in episodes of Bards of New York if there isn't a shit on Woody break?
We just started with it.
That's how
I think we already got it covered.
Quick thing. Evie LV.
It's LV.
LV. Oh, that's. Okay.
Yeah,
LV. LV. You know what's funny? When I was a young boy.
My father.
I couldn't read license plates really well. Like, you know when like license plates like say something funny, and so I literally just had a flashback. Or remember when we were on the subway when we came here to visit as Kid Santa, and I'm like, it was an advertisement, and I was like, use Mumofsex, and Hannah just leans into me and goes, Museum of Sex, idiot.
Woody, have you attempted seeing a neurologist? Because that sounds like a basic literacy issue.
I didn't get my phonics when I was a kid.
And we shit on Dan for this.
I'm just quieter about it.
That's an excuse.
But LV, thank you. LV, thank you. I'm sorry, I'm a casual. And you can get this beanie at our store. Okay, that being said, Hannah, do you have any other announcements?
I love you all.
Now, let's go to our pseudo tradition, Will. Let's pull a tarot card.
For those of you just joining, we pull tarot cards sometimes to see how the session's gonna go.
And these are tarot cards themed from a particular fantasy franchise that has done damage to at least a number of us at the table.
Dragony.
You know, how it is. I believe this is the first tarot card pull for verse 3. I don't think we did one before.
We did not do one.
No?
Say what? Somebody. And the tarot card is...
Temperance. Face up.
Okay, I mean it's fairly. I mean that's our queen, Cassandra Pentecost.
My mommy.
Right there.
My mommy.
It is,
The Pan Am of
you know, fairly easy to define. It's balance, the seeking of stability amidst roiling waters.
Okay.
You know, there is a world-eating dragon flying towards you right now, so that makes sense.
Balance at all costs. One could even be argued to it.
Devour me, please.
Nidhogg to devour me.
God, okay.
I think that's most of our announcements. Is there anything I'm forgetting?
No. Do you want to do an RP warm-up question?
Yes,
to
let's
test
do an
my
RP warm-up
levels?
question while Drew works on our levels.
Chat. Answer for yourself or your D&D character. We do RP warm-ups to test mic levels. The RP warm-up question for all of you today is, for your character, cake or pie? And we're gonna start with
And
Will.
it doesn't have to mean dessert.
I think small tarts, preferably. So I guess the answer is pie, but only in the most minimal of formats. Portable pies. In fact, that's exactly the answer. Portable pies of all kind. Is there a point of contention here, or
no.
Great.
No.
portable pies? That's all.
Cake.
Why? You gotta do a mic check.
Cake
Yes,
by
right.
the ocean.
Right. I would say cake. You can. There are many layers to cakes, and I do mean both figuratively and literally. You can have a different kind of icing, a different kind of top layer of the cake, bottom layer of the cake. There's so much you can do with a pie. You're just kind of throwing it all in there.
That's a good point.
I've had good pies. For most.
I'm sure I've had.
I have finished.
All right. My heart wants to say, Rittenhask, definitely his favorite. He loves a good pie, or tarts mostly. He likes a good, like a custard tart, which is basically a pie, but just I don't know, remove something from it. Is a tart a pie?
That's what I was just arguing. Is that a tart is the most pared down, smallest version of a pie possible.
I have a thing.
It follows by pie's rules.
Are we still doing levels? Because I have a controversy that demands to be talked about. Everything. Somebody says everything can be boiled down to being a. I think it was a calzone.
Is
Wait.
this from Parks and Recreation?
No, but that would be funny too. Or either that or like a. Never mind. It's going.
I think I've heard this too. If it comes
You know
back,
me-
hey, if it comes back to you during the session, interrupt me. I don't give a shit
like
what's happening.
somebody said to me once that like Pop Tarts are like dessert calzones,
That's true.
I mean,
but I hate it.
Yeah.
Show me a rectangular.
And we're just like people, blood calzones.
Doth shape make calzone?
To me, yes.
Oh, sandwich, soup, or
Definitively.
salad.
Calzone is that specific
that's what it is.
semicircular
It's
thing.
sandwich, soup, or salad.
Jules V
yes.
1016 says
Thank
sandwich,
you.
soup, or salad, which I guess
I'm clearly a
Pie
casual.
is a
I'm
soup.
casual. I've
What
joined
about
Woody.
plain frozen ice cream?
Pie is a
soup,
What?
cold soup.
Wait,
What? Okay. That
In this category, pie is a soup.
That's what it says there.
No, I'm not googling
Sandwich,
nothing.
sandwich, salad.
Pie is an open faced sandwich.
Oh, thank you,
Fuck, it's-
Rachel. Sandwich or nachos?
Oh.
Oh.
What?
That's way less understandable than soup.
Well,
sandwich,
yeah.
salad.
Okay, well,
What?
Pie is an open faced sandwich. Cake is a sandwich.
Is a sandwich.
what are the other foods?
Lilith would want to.
Back on track.
Wow.
Welcome to Bards of New York.
Brief consciousness pit stop.
All our brains went boom for a second. Boop.
I was taking notes and I stopped mid-sentence.
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 Listening to you guys. So
Yeah.
and
It just
in the
forced
past,
you
too.
to dissociate.
Lilith would eat fruit pie. That's what she prefers. Typically a tart because she likes French
Okay, so,
pastries.
great.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all. And Ryujin, what would yours be?
Sorry.
He's in 3 different timelines.
Yeah.
He's in a different iteration.
Pie. Because.
Because
I'm listening.
Pie because Because
Because of all the wonderful things it does.
Please, somebody call a hotline.
John,
Somebody call a helpline
John,
and send us
we
aid.
need help. John, Dan.
This. Oh wait, this is my impression of John. You've been stopped.
because
It's even in chat that he's fake.
pies can be many different things, and that they can be savory, and they can be
Oh, savory
Sweet.
pies.
so like
You can make a savory cake.
You can.
Yeah.
You hate it.
you absolutely could,
Hate it.
You've never had a savory cake.
Peanut butter icing.
Eat that booty like
but I'd rather have a savory pie than a savory cake. I also like that you get to keep a lot of fillings intact for a pie. Like you get to
Yeah.
actually.
Na skudel shepherd's
I'm
pie.
saying that as region, not as Drew.
Okay.
I have to go back to
Great.
Between you
Stick
guys in
around
chat,
for the intermission show because it's fucking fire.
Yeah, it's a good show.
John,
and it
John
shows.
is Sicky Wiki.
Oh yeah, John Sickiewicki. Dan is actually learning Yiddish.
Say
Not
that's
a lie.
off, I guess.
And
Two truths and a lie.
See, after
And
the
I have a
movie
hemorrhoid.
What do you
footage.
have?
So 3 truths.
God
Great.
damn it.
DM's log. Void date 4.2. Woody Minshew, Dungeon Master of the Ballad of the Nightmare Krew. We have finally made it to the planet of Doom-A, a small moon in the Doomspace system. We hoped that we could find the Divine Cartographer and perhaps find answers to the fate of Rheknits' clan here on the planet. However, upon arriving here on Doom-A, the Dragon Gar-Gal-Onn was enacting a ritual of some sorts. It turns out that the black hole at the center of Doomspace is in fact an egg. This ritual of Gar-Gal-Onn's hatched the egg, and now a massive primordial dragon, something they refer to as the Nidhogg. My crew and I now must escape from the maw of this figurative and quite literal dragon. This is the Ballad of the Nightmare Krew, and these are our stories. DM's log out.
We're live.
You were just telling me to focus up.
Yeah, focus up. Go.
Okay.
You're on
We're
camera.
live.
Fucking hell, why are you talking to me? When you were
All
young.
right, so, my friends, as the camera pans back down, we find ourselves on the surface of the moon of Doom-A. DOOM-A. Nobody make the joke.
I hereby put a moratorium on that joke.
You made the goddamn joke. You wrote it to be able to make
No
the
one
joke.
is allowed to do it.
And now you're thought
Ever.
policing it? Watch yourself.
Are you talking about Gar-Gal-Onn?
Gar-Gal-Onn, please.
All right, back on track.
GARR-GAL-ONN.
Sorry, we're not allowed to say it.
You can say Gar-Gal-Onn.
These nuts.
Okay, all right. All right. As our camera pans back down, you guys find yourselves on the surface of Doom-A, one of the moons of Fyrene. Arriving to it, it was being sucked into what we would call on this planet a black hole. You guys are the worst. I'm trying to be serious. Which a black hole had been sucking all of the planets of Doomspace into its maw. Arriving on the planet, you see the ancient ruby dragon Gar-Gal-Onn enacting a ritual with the what a piece of it is the chronolometer, but has been combined all together to create the I believe it's the Wanderer's Orrery, or the Orrery of the Wanderer. I forget in the notes what it was. To enact a ritual to.
Oh, so I need to take the shit out of my inventory.
Yeah, you don't have it. Enacted a ritual to turn back time on this star that has collapsed and has turned into a black hole and bring it back to its infantile stage of the Nidhogg, an ancient dragon with 4 wings, 6 legs, and what gnaws at the feet of the world tree, as to what the myth says. However, I guess we're gonna find out what is more myth and what is reality, as the pieces of what this black hole. What?
Your mic's just a little hot.
A little hot. This black hole came together and spewed back out, is landing on the surface of Doom-A as fire rains from the sky. And here we are. You guys are about, I would say, a few hundred meters from your ship, from where you got off, and you are surrounded by falling asteroids to the surface of the planet. And Gar-Gal-Onn, you see.
Can you just one last time spell that?
Yeah, Garr dash
It does.
GAL dash ONN.
Thank you.
Gar-Gal-Onn. Or phonetically, Gar-Gal-Onn.
Would you describe them as the ruler of this planet its current iteration?
Of this planet, absolutely. If any other planet, you don't exactly know.
Particularly of Doom-A.
Of Doom-A, you definitely got the sense that Gar-Gal-Onn was in charge. All of these dragon kin, varying from kobolds, draconians, to even other younger dragons, seem to have gathered around him in reverence to serve him.
That was the Eye of Doom that was converted.
The Eye of Doom, yes. And if I am doing what I've done before in our home games, where I take parts of source books and Frankenstein it into my own thing, which is the best way to. Those at home, if you're a new DM, you want to do like a nice prefab. Those are great. They're fun. Maybe don't pay Wizards of the Coast the money because they're shitty right now.
Just homebrew everything. Homebrew
capitalism.
literally everything.
Or steal from them, or pay other creators who make wonderful content. I digress. So, you guys are here on the surface. There is chaos ensuing around you. Asteroids. Screaming. Kobolds are scattering, and the few goblinoids that you can see, other than Rheknit, are all skittering away, trying to save themselves. The Nidhogg flies towards you. What do you do?
I can tell you with certainty, whether or not we're going to specify the actions of what this is now, that Thinker is most concerned with the preservation of as many goblinoid individuals as he can possibly salvage.
Okay.
Acting more on instinct than thought.
Yeah, so as Thinker looks around, Thinker sees a kind of a small, I would say, group of 20 goblinoids. A couple hobgoblins, trying to protect the smaller goblins. In this kind of this refuse of a cliff that seemed to have been shot out and landed, and is creating sort of a awning for them to hide under and take some sort of refuge from the asteroids coming down.
He's gonna run over there.
Okay. He runs up. Do everybody else follow?
Mage armor.
Mage armor?
Numero.
Depends on what's actively happening above us.
Right now, it's kind of like in the early stages of the sky is falling moment. There are some large ones that have fallen, but at the moment it is relatively clear, save for a few smaller
Large ones that have fallen?
rocks. So when the Nidhogg hatched from the egg, which was the black hole, it shot out what that black hole had swallowed up.
Yikes.
And some of it is hitting. And since Doom-A was literally basically a day away from being sucked into it,
It's all right there.
it's just you're getting blasted by all of this refuse.
Okay.
And so there's a bit of not the big stuff is not quite there. I would say you maybe have like an hour or two until the big stuff, the planet is rendered shattered.
I thought we ended last session with the egg hatching.
Yeah, and the Nidhogg was flying too. The egg hatched, but the egg was the black hole.
Right. So
And so in the hatching of it, it's kind of like that. Drew, that explosion that you were talking about earlier. This is this seismic charge from the Boba Fett ship.
Yes.
If you will.
Fog cloud.
perfect.
Are we close? How close are we to the mechanism that summoned the ship?
You're a good ways away. I would say you're probably 300 yards, 100 yards.
Positioning though, we came with
With your ships
the ship
down
to the top of the volcano where this was happening.
Yes, but still, like that, you guys were kind of on the edge of the volcano, and this was like on a pedestal within, basically. So you're still like 100 yards, and there's
So 100. So we could hear him speaking from 100 yards.
Giant red
There's
dragon.
a giant ruby dragon. Yeah.
One to throat.
Why don't
Yeah.
we go and, to borrow a term from a different reality, yipty-skipty the mechanism?
That's what I was going to do.
We're faster than they are. We're on this vessel. Let's speed in as quickly as possible and grab it. If my piece of it was enough to do what it did on an individual level, this contraption is operational on a scale bigger than we might be able to understand. We might be able to halt this, slow it down at least, give us time to think.
Let's try something. If we're just going to stay here and stare at it with our mouths agape, I don't think that's going to help anything.
No.
So let's go.
Let's do this.
I'd like to make it clear that Thinker,
Thinker's running to the goblinoids.
if we are on the ship, Thinker is yeeting themselves off the ship to get to them.
Yeah, the gangplank, the stairs are down. What is she doing? Oh, I think she has a hair in her mouth. She's trying to get it out. Hey, I look down over to Ava, and she's like,
Ember, Ash. Wow, I gotta remember to do that.
Yeah.
Ash runs towards the edge and does a jump, and I'm going to cast Tasha's Otherworldly Guise.
There it is.
Because we're in it. And demonic black wings sprout from his back, and he almost like bat-like. And I'm doing I'm gonna do a mad dash
to the orrery.
Yeah.
That is the collection of all the mechanisms that the chronolometer is part of.
Yeah.
Okay. You're dashing there. Is anybody joining with that?
Let me just make sure.
Along with that is taking out sword.
Seeing you yeet off, I under my breath say less. Leap off. Let that sort of chaotic burst of silver and green energy ripple around me, and I'll cast Draconic Transformation, become Kukulkan, and go for it as well.
Cool.
I'm useless on the ship, so I might as well join in too, and I jump off and follow.
Rheknit is heading. So basically, you guys are on the lip of this volcano, and it's kind of down. It's a very steep climb. I would say difficult terrain unless you are flying or anything. But if you wanted to go save those goblinoids with Rhek, that is but kind of the other direction.
Okay, then I'll do that. 'Cause
Yeah, which they're kind of like Sam and Frodoing right now
I'm not a dragon.
on Mount Doom.
Sorry.
Active volcano?
It's not currently erupting, but
Is there lava?
Hout.
there is. It's hot.
Is the stuff, is the platform floating somewhere towards the lid, or is it very far down?
A little lower, but not like and lower to like towards like almost created like almost like a Colosseum-esque for people on the lip of the volcano looking in for the ceremony.
Okay.
But not like down at the bottom like Spy Kids 2 style.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Cool. Ryujin. What do you wish to do?
I have no idea what's going on. Sorry. I'm catching up.
Yeah. How's the sound?
It's fine now.
3 options
Chat,
essentially.
if the sound goes wacky, just let us know.
Yeah.
You have 3 options functionally that are currently being used. Group 1 is rescuing goblinoids. Group 2 is we're flying down to snatch the orrery. Group 3 is aboard the vessel. I guess flying towards.
Are there weapons?
They're on the ships. There are two weapons.
Ballista, right?
Yeah, mainly ballista that have like they are strong attack, but you don't know how strong they would be against.
Safe to say, we are not going to be able to, at the current moment, kill Infinite Dragon Boy upstairs. Dragon right in front of us, we could fuck up. Right?
I know Thinker has particular vested interest in doing so.
Let's do it.
Okay.
While we're doing the other things, it's not like it is not priority to do it, but if we're gonna direct fire somewhere, I think we should do it concentrated where it's gonna do the most damage.
Well, I'll join Rek
Okay.
and group 1.
And saving. All right, so let's go to the saving group. So you guys, the Ren has to join that because Ren has flying capabilities.
Oh, bro.
They're gonna run up to with you to go help the goblinoids.
Okay.
It's the group. It's about they're huddled under this sort of like outcropping of rock, trying to take shelter from the coming in asteroids, which is gonna give me a little mechanic to make you guys anxious. Every 2 minutes, well, let's do 3 minutes. A timer's gonna go off, and there's a chance that you guys are gonna get hit by asteroids.
Hell yeah.
Starting now. So you guys get there, and you see the 2 hobgoblins kind of like sheltering, and they see you. Will, do you want to do Rheknit right now, or I can talk to everybody else?
I can. The sheet John sent me is completely blank, so I don't know.
We can pretend.
Yeah.
It's fine.
The hobgoblins see you go, and goblin they go, hello. We need help. We're in danger.
I can see that. We're here to retrieve you from this danger. Are there anyone that Thinker recognizes? I know what his intelligence score is, so I can do that.
Roll a just an intelligence saving throw. See if anything comes to mind.
Proficiency is +4 or +5 at this moment.
Level what's? You guys are 15, 16?
With like 13, I thought.
14. 14 or
14.
15?
14.
14. I think it's
Proficiency
still
bonus
4.
is
Plus 5.
5.
Oh.
We just got that boost.
That is going to be with stupid. That's a 19.
A 19. Okay. It's very quick. There's a lot of chaos. Not really, but he's for him, I would say more emotionally, he sees there's a chance that one of them could, or even they could know something about what happened to his clan.
Sure.
So it's more of that, but like he doesn't have time to really be like.
And I'll specify that he's done like, and he's in the suit, but facing them as Rheknit.
Yes. Love that.
I promise you, we can deliver you some sort of salvation from this chaos. And besides, I have use of you.
Use in what way? We do not wish to serve another master.
Of course not. Use to save more of our kind. My kind.
How many can you save?
How many can we save?
You guys have 2 ships that are relatively empty.
Nautiloid's here?
The Nautiloid is here.
Oh, the Aberrant Void?
They get the Nautiloid?
I have Nautiloids.
Yeah, we're gonna as many as we can.
Save as much as you can.
Yeah.
Okay. Then this is what it is. As the 2 hobgoblins who have kind of like taken ownership to like save these goblins. They point out there are other creatures who are taking shelter, and all goblin folk. You'll see maybe even a couple bugbears that are like maybe and like they're trying to like protect the smaller goblins, the more vulnerable, or like older hobgoblins from what's coming down. The kobolds have seemingly all disappeared. And any.
Uh-oh.
All right, everybody, roll me percentage dice. Everybody.
Even those not on the ship?
Even those.
long
The
does
ship is
your
the one safe place.
Otherworldly guys work. How long is that? Because I know I've got a minute.
Uh-oh.
That's cool gun.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, it's
cool.
gonna
We
get
got 60
squished.
seconds. Yeah, would you shoot that my way? Because he sent me this sheet that says like think a PDF, and I open it. It's literally look at this shit.
Blank.
Nice
He's
job,
gotta save
John.
it and send it as like a. It's
As not a PDF, yeah. I
Or
know
like a
because
PDF
this is
like a
clearly an
fillable-
editable
a
one. Yeah,
fillable
yeah,
PDF.
yeah.
All right, what'd you get?
An 18.
18. All right, you're gonna get hit by
Yeah.
a little meteor is gonna hit
I
you.
get pancakes.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, the percentage. Hang on, my bad.
They're thinking more like little like in the movies when it's
Meteor.
like the meteor shower starts and it's like the little ones. That's what we're in right now. After
so it's
the first like blast of refuse, it's like a shower of little ones, like the dust that can move faster, and the larger ones are coming in soon.
Remind me, for you the 10 is
0.
No, that's 10.
Oh,
Then
on,
it's
on a
10.
percentage die?
yeah
0 0 is in the 10.
is 0.
Yeah.
And the 1 0 is because this die clearly doesn't agree with that, so I've got a 14.
A 14. You're getting hit as well. 66. You're fine.
35.
You're just barely fine. Okay, so you two roll me dexterity saving throws, please. And Rinhask is also gonna
Do I
roll.
have a better save in the dragon form?
Rinhask is good.
Can I, since every round I'm in this turn, I get a breath weapon, the hyper beam. Can I try and hyper beam the meteor out of the way?
Sure. Yeah.
It has. Does it fail the dex save?
I'll say that you succeeded automatically.
Great.
And so you'll take half damage. Yeah.
Because you automatically
Okay. I see.
Okay.
You
What'd you get on
pointed it,
dex?
Beast. Okay.
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20. All right.
Things
so
I
you
know is that
succeed.
this is a
You will
24.
take 4 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And so do you, Will.
4 points?
4 points. It is the sprinkle of this meteor shower, if you will.
Sprinkle.
Cool. I'll restart the timer. So you see these 3 groups all kind of hanging out. I'll kind of account for time as well. So I'm gonna put it to 3:15. You guys have to try to save as many as you can.
Okay.
So it basically is like think of it like a mad dash to each one, and try to get them safely because it is large groups of people. I would say the smallest one is like 10 people, goblinoids. So what do you do?
Question, sorry.
Yes.
Could you re-explain what they're in?
It's kind of like on this volcano. It's these kind of juts of rock that have I don't know if they've landed there. You haven't really recall, but it's the jut of rock has allowed for certain individuals to hide from the coming asteroids.
And that's where they're hiding?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can see it. The goblinoids seem to have been the lowest class of citizen on this planet.
We need to get them to the ship.
How many goblins do we see?
I can see there's at least 30 here, and then a few score, and over there points one like way down, another 100 yards away from you guys. The furthest one, about 40 is the biggest one, 30, and I would say about a couple groups of 10.
Okay.
Where is the slippery ship right now?
Next to your other ship.
Is there any way we can like opera whistle it over to us?
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
I have this dragon potion.
He was on there.
Hugh is on there.
Yeah.
But I can turn into the dragon. We can fly these people out of here.
We
A
can.
couple goes. And I have an hour.
Okay, let's do the weakest looking goblins, dragon. The ones who can run can come with me and Rhek, and we'll probably lose some.
I can
but-
carry at least 2 on my back.
I can't carry you.
At least. Spells?
Is like a
Do you have
California
spells?
surfer dude.
His spells.
Like, I can't carry it for honor. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I fucking
So
love taters,
you're
bro.
carrying some people on your back. You're gonna dragon it.
I'm like a school field trip teacher, just moving people.
Okay.
over.
Then
Yeah.
I'm gonna have this be just skill, like a kind of those skill things that I do.
Yeah.
Then could I have Rhek roll me a strength saving throw with advantage because of his suit?
Also, hi Quest Junkies UK. Thanks for the raid.
Question is UK, the raid. Yeah.
Hello. Okay, 19. That's gonna be total of what is that? 22.
Oh. Okay. 22. Yeah, you're able to get a couple of the wounded older hobgoblins that have come, like they came from another closer jutting, and they're these like elderly hobgoblins.
Okay.
Two husbands, if you will. And they're like, I'm so weak and feeble. I need help. And you're able to
trudge
Samwise them over to the ships. Which now brings us. That's your check. All right. Everybody, roll me again.
Okay.
74.
74. You're good.
Thank you. 37.
37. You're good. What do Rittenhouse?
Okay, I have an addendum for what Rheknits is doing.
69.
Hey, it's the funny number.
Does that protect them from ever getting hit if they roll that number?
No.
Oh no, you get hit.
Oh, they get it. No, that. So you're good. You're good.
84.
You're good.
confused.
Rittenhouse is good.
And
Everybody-
then
Rhek? Go
Rhek?
for Rhek. Yes, please.
95.
Okay, everybody's good. So as the second kind of wave of this refuse comes in, like, you can see them starting to get a little bit bigger, but you all are able to dodge them, and most of the goblins as well, since there was success and there was the sexy number. They maybe only a couple get hit.
An addendum to Rheknits' activities, or Thinker's activities, now that I have his spell sheet. As soon as it becomes clear that we're in activities of, like, goblinoid saving, I'm gonna full, like, Iron Man it and just cast Fly on the suit and be
Back and forth.
back and forthing as quickly as possible.
How many goblins should I fit on an adult dragon body?
Goblins are small creatures. An adult dragon is a huge creature, I believe.
A fuck ton.
Yeah, so you could fit the majority of the goblins on your back.
Then we're doing that.
Okay.
Well, I have to take the potion first. I'll take the potion.
So you turn into the dragon, and you kind of hear a lot of the goblins gasp in fear. The hobgoblins
Great idea.
look towards
Oh, right.
you guys, and they're like, "You are the masters."
This is a dragon to be trusted, you understand? This is not a keeper of beings.
That is actually not true.
That isn't true, but it's more animal being.
I know.
Your bond ship.
I just thought it was funny.
No, it's-
I have 2 children now.
well, that is not something that,
You're their keeper.
in a way, but not in the that I stole. Like I've stolen everything.
Your bond ship has come to an end. The draconic tyranny is over.
Roll a persuasion check, please, with advantage.
Come with me if you want to live.
Back to the chopper.
Shockingly, persuasion is not one of his best skills.
He's a tank, not a.
That's cocked.
That's a cock.
That's not cocked, but I'm gonna. Oh, advantage you said?
Advantage, yeah.
Say less. Okay, I'm gonna be flash of geniusing that. So that's gonna be bumped up to a sorry, a 16 plus. 16 minus. That's a 15.
That was good. Jonathan.
One of the champion brothers is playing a charisma-based character. The other is not.
Okay, with that, 15 people. It's gonna slow down a little bit. You're able to get a lot of them to jump on, but there's a couple, even a couple hobgoblins that it is. I don't. You don't know if they're frozen out of fear, but they will go on foot. They will not ride the dragon's back.
I say in common because I don't speak Goblin. Come with me if you want to live.
Come with me if you want. Can you say it correctly, Hannah, please? Please.
I feel like she did say correct.
Do it.
Come with me if you want to live. I can't do it. Everything sounds like Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah.
Just
Do it.
But that doesn't mean you shouldn't.
Okay.
Get to the chopper.
I
right.
tried, and therefore no one
Before,
can judge me.
I was going to assist in that, but he already had advantage, so I didn't.
Okay. I mean, you can say if you want. Maybe it'll sway some minds.
Well, what I was going to say is, not much say much because they can't hear me anyway. I can't speak in this form.
You can just
I
roar.
can speak Draconic, but I doubt that's going to be helpful. I'm just.
Let me speak in the language of oppression.
I'm just going to bow my head and just be as non-hostile as possible to these goblinoid
Okay.
people in front of me, so as to show no hostility.
It's for later.
I forgot to start the timer, so I started it. Buy you guys some extra time. Okay, love that. That will help, and still there's some that just it's trauma. So you're doing that. Ridhas is going to run, kind of put his shield on his back, and kind of just run, letting the things hit and get to them and try to talk the other smaller cells to come in closer, and on foot. That's what Ridhask is doing. Cool. I think that's everybody for saving. Now let's go to the two edgelord flyers.
Fuck yeah.
The only time they're in agreement.
Speaking.
Yeah, for once in our lives.
What?
It's the only
time
time
they're in agreement.
Ash and Callias have ever done anything completely in sync, in agreement, and mostly in the same way.
Let's
go. Let's
go.
This is it.
Ash ducks one of the meteors that falls, and then as it's coming out of it, shoots off. Is the red dragon still there?
Oh yeah, you see the red dragon. It's taking its claws and you see the orrery is not together anymore. It's been split apart and is trying to bring pieces back together with its big claws.
Cool.
Eldritch
it's blast in its ass.
Okay.
Every 6 seconds, it's taking a hyper beam.
Hyper beam. Okay.
Okay, that's 2 natural 19s and a 15, which equals 28.
28. That's I believe. Let me.
I'm so sorry. 30.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, how's that 20?
Oh, that for
Oh
sure.
my god, my brain. No,
That-
yeah, 28.
That's for sure gonna hit.
As you swoop under the meteor and Eldritch Blast up, I'll swoop over the meteor and hyper beam down at the claws, try and get him to back away from the pieces.
Yeah, as you guys almost like a helix are flying in tandem with each other.
The Dance of Dragons, if you
Yeah,
will.
exactly.
I know.
Nice.
Yes.
And Lilith, as you kind of look over into as you are kind of you see them flying and do this cool trail thing, it looks badass, and you're like, I need to get myself one of the some
Nice.
flying boots or something.
I can fly, but I can only fly 10 feet around. It's so sad.
It's a large skip.
Yeah, you go
Just like this, just. I'm coming!
Roll a dex save.
Eventually.
roll a dex save. Okay. It's going to use. Actually, I'll roll. I gotta pull up their stat block. 1 second.
I'm not.
2 moments, please. Pulling up their stat block.
Stat block for Chungus Dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, my microphone. It's taken a turn for the worse.
microphone, you rise, rotisserie chicken looking
Whatever happened to her? Where is Lola the cat?
Yeah, I miss Lola the cat.
I was early TikTok.
Yeah.
Or
Buried.
early.
It's
Where
buried.
the fuck are you, dragon?
Oh shit.
I find if I take a while doing things, it means y'all will get hurt.
Can we finish the effects of what we're doing?
Yes. Okay. I roll.
You get beamed while you're doing cool shit.
You get fucking beamed. Beams. Yeah, where is Aki right now? Did Aki fall up? Did Aki jump off the boat and go straight into the black hole?
Aki is still on the ship. Aki is at the moment. Yeah, Aki's doing the Skyrim like walk into a wall for a moment.
Fucking
Unused assets. Yeah, Lydia.
Lydia.
I have a clip saved on my Switch of like me cracking a giant into pieces and Lydia appearing around the corner, swimming through the air. Oh, it's good.
Oh, Skyrim, you wonderful terrible
That's a
game.
great game.
What? I got a 21. The luckiest number in Goblin.
Yep.
That's untrue. It's actually 364.8. I'm going to be 29. You said?
21. Yes.
Yeah, we're bending that luck. Just no.
Is that disadvantage or?
It's me rolling a d4 and seeing what I get. How do you feel about Tides of Chaosing a bend luck? How meta can a meta magic get?
Well, Cotton, it sounds risky, and I
It's a
don't
bold
like it, but you
strategy,
should do
Cotton.
it.
It's a bold strategy. Sure. I think that would make sense. Yeah.
Am I rolling on the table?
Yes.
Great. It didn't help! Yeah, you succeed the save, so you're going to take half damage.
Okay. Half damage. Let me get that table up for you.
I'll say right now, you take full ass damage of when I'm hitting at you.
Ass damage?
Oh yeah, I said I was going at his ass.
I'm going right in his ass.
Right in his ass.
Right in his ass, Johnson. Okay, what'd you get on the table?
Table is 84.
84. 84.
Get my sorcery
Kyle.
Oh no.
Oh god, I'm sorry.
Ash takes 3 points of necrotic damage. Callias, you gain 3 points of health.
So do you round down on halved things?
Yes.
I take 1 point because I'm resistant to necrotic
Perfect.
damage.
Yeah, so you get 1 point of health back.
Actually, in theory, I was going to be. Never mind, that's fine. 41 points of damage
41 points of damage. Got you.
to its ass.
Okay. Yeah, you do that damage.
Half of the force damage hyper beam is rolled 26, half 13.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Great.
I'll put those in. All right, you guys. And you hit Gar-Gal-Onn with these, boom, boom, and you see him kind of look up at you. And now I would say it's Gar-Gal-Onn's turn.
Scatter!
Go! You see Gar-Gal reach his dragon claw up and snap. And then everything
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so
stops. He casts stop time.
Otherwise known as time stop.
Time stop, yeah. No, you guys know what I mean.
Stop time.
Time stops. And as you guys are flying, the meteors are something like it's like that episode of Billy and Mandy where everything just goes. The meteors all are just me. Okay, wow.
I mean, somebody hasn't watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and it shows. But that's fine.
Okay.
Somebody in chat has.
Okay. You see Gar-Gal-Onn, see you guys, see this. Only has a minute of time. Very quickly grabs pieces of the orrery. And then you see him cast a spell as you guys are frozen, but seeing all of this, and even you guys are just suddenly you just see everything, but you can't move. Grabs pieces, and I'm just gonna look up really quick. I have to look up how many pieces of the orrery there is.
It's like 6, I think.
Yeah.
I knew it! Okay, great.
In my mind, the pieces of the orrery are like the pieces of in Yu-Gi-Oh, like how he had the pyramid.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Pegasus.
Oh,
had the eye.
Exodia.
What are
No,
they-
it's
no. What are they called?
Osiris? I was no.
No,
It's
they're all
been-
called something.
I think I
Will,
was
I
in
need
middle
you
school
to
last
weave
time I
back
was
in.
with you.
What?
The pieces in Yu-Gi-Oh that like the puzzle
Millennium
box,
Puzzle.
Millennium Puzzle, but the Millennium Eye. So like the Millennium
yes,
pieces.
yes.
Essentially.
Yeah,
That's-
the Millennium X, whatever it is that it is.
Got it. That's what I picture the Ori to be.
Um,
Can we
I
turn the
can
music
tell you, I
back
can tell
up?
you exactly how
has like
many
an astrolabe look. Okay, there is 6. Can we'll resolve this afterwards after the time stop
Yeah.
because you guys won't get hit. Actually, no. You know what? You're not getting hit. So.
Orrery of the Wanderer is the official name of what we're talking about.
Let's have Kalaya, since you had a piece of it. Roll me a d6.
I had a piece of it.
Oh, you had
The
a.
cartographer.
That's
was
not a piece of it. That's a different. They aren't connected.
I'm not paying attention.
You're good. No, it's fine. Casual.
3.
A 3.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys see, very quickly, just kind of like in a slight panic, there's too much going on. He grabs the pieces and then waves his meaty claw, and the gate appears. And he walks through it, and then the gate. And you guys come back, and time comes back in, and you guys are. He is gone. You guys continue to fly down there, and you see there's one piece left behind. It is not the chronolometer. He missed.
Fuck.
One piece.
So am I insta not attuned to that?
Yep.
Shit. Okay. I'm gonna just take it out of my inventory. It's gone.
Is the Divine Cartographer there?
Divine Cartographer is not there.
What is it? What is the thing that is there?
It's a.
I'm just gonna yeet and
You
grab
see
it
it, and as it's laying on the ground right there, it's this large, kind of the size of like a dinner, like a small plate, gear that has all these etchings on it.
I'm just swooping in and grabbing it.
Is there anything else on the platform?
You see a pedestal that is there, and then a small like tablet thing that has like technology. It looks like technology, not like a stone tablet, but like a iPad sort of looking thing, a pandy, if you will.
I put my hand on it and I pump shocking grasp into it until it stops being awake.
I'm gonna fry it.
You said it's an electrical.
Yeah, it has like a magical, like it reminds you of like a Mobian piece of tech.
No, we could use that to track it.
Is that electricity? It's something that is a tablet or is like do you mean tablet?
Yeah,
Or
like
do
it can
you
get
mean,
picked
like-
up. It's like a thing, like a data
It's-
pad kind of thing.
I thought it was on the
Like a pedestal.
I thought
Oh
it was
no,
on the
yeah,
pedestal,
it's
like
not.
I got you.
Not like
tablet
that. I understand
on
what
the-
you mean.
I was going to destroy whatever machinery he had here.
Grab it and run.
Yeah, this.
I'll take it.
Yeah, most of this, like as you kind of look down, the base of this kind of central part looks like a Vigvisphere on it, which is the
Heard.
Nordic.
Now I know what that is. Could you please explain it to Will what that is?
Yeah, the Vigvisphere is a. I think I'm.
Play God of War.
I'm mostly pronouncing it right. I'm not.
Vegavisia.
Confidence.
Sorry.
Vegavisia.
Okay,
Pronouncing it
sorry.
right.
Vega Vizier.
It is the Nordic compass,
Brazier.
and it's basically
I've
they
seen
would
it.
they would carve it on boats, and it
Got
would
it.
to always find their way home, kind of thing.
Cool.
But it is
Um,
somehow connected to that mythology.
Yes.
Yes.
As I fly away, I haphazardly shoot Eldritch blasts into the thing behind me. I just
Anyway, I started blasting.
yeah, blast him.
Yeah. Okay. You like into the lava or
No, it doesn't matter.
You're just like
the platform I just landed on. Didn't
Yeah.
find anything. I'm upset. Go.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. So you guys take back off. Asteroids now are coming in.
And then I will start hitting at asteroids with Eldritch Blast.
Okay, to kind of like
Cool.
Yeah.
Over the people that are running.
For the same
Love that.
amount of time, blasting hyper beams into the meteors.
Into
Okay,
the
cool.
void.
Let's go to the saving group. Any ideas? Get more
Hyper
people
beaming
in.
into the void.
I'm still running, but I've taken out my violin because it's combat grade, and like a baseball bat, anytime an asteroid comes near somebody, I'm knocking it out.
I love it. Okay, roll me a just roll me an athletics check. That feels like you're in the batting cages.
Oh, that was a good roll. Oh, those are my weapons, not my skills. Give me a sec. That's an. Oh, that's just an 18.
An 18?
Yeah.
Confidence.
Yeah, with an 18, yeah, you're pretty good. Like a couple people, like in one asteroid's not gonna kill most people. Most people only have like 10 hit points, so like it's gonna hurt, and they like I think a couple are gonna die, but you like actively are protecting people pretty well.
Some of you may die.
Some of you may die. Okay, are you doing anything to get more people over?
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Okay. Sorry. There are asteroids falling where now?
They're falling everywhere. So the planet of Doom-A is a small moon that has been sucked to where this black hole was, and now all of the refuse that the hole had sucked is being blown out, spit, if you will, back out after the egg hatched.
Doom-A spits.
Yeah,
Spits fire.
yeah, spits.
Gar-Gal-Onn blows.
Yeah.
Thinker is going to continue flying for as long as the minute is going to carry him. And while he does so, he's just full Iron Manning it, shooting the lightning beams into any specifically meteors that would come across, less directly hitting him, more that would scathe anybody riding on the suit.
Yeah. So things like some do hit like his shoulders, but
Sure.
they're made of metal, not a whole lot of damage. And they're smaller ones, but he's able to get those people safely to the boat, and that's about the minute. It's about a minute fly time there.
Great.
This is the most Avengers shit we've ever done.
Yeah.
Thinker's gonna become the goblin's new god.
As I'm flying,
It's the
taking
last
people
thing he wants.
back
Yeah.
and forth from the volcano, I'll use breath weapon to just kind of obliterate some of the falling.
Cool. So I think we all kind of have an idea of how we're saving these people. So I want to do this as a skill set check to see how well we save all these people. So I'm gonna pick a number in my head. It's arbitrary, but it's gonna be. Oh, guess what? Roll me percentage dice.
This will be Thinker, and the gems will be...
Now the refuse is getting much larger.
Great.
80.
Okay, you're good.
Thinker gets a 78.
78.
Yep.
Thinker is good. Now is the form Lar? Are you like a large creature now, or is it like spectral?
For Callias?
Yes.
Callias doesn't, the let me just make sure, but I don't believe Draconic Transformation actually changes their size. I just, roleplay it as an outer, like, slightly larger shell of energy.
Oh, I like
Let me
it.
just make sure.
Oh, that's cool. So you can see Callias inside.
You
of
can
it.
absolutely see Callias
that would
inside
be-
of
That's
Kukulkan.
so
Zeros.
cool.
So that's like
no.
in the ones.
Because technically all it does is
Unless
you
it's 0,
take
0,
on
0, then
draconic
that's 100.
features and get these
Oh, I
three
did-
traits,
I
but it's
rolled
much more
off
fun
the
if
zero
having
on the
an
other
energy
die. That's what I was
dragon.
wondering.
Come on.
It's like Wonder Woman's
Okay,
jet.
you're
That's
fine.
Yeah,
incredible.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
But you can see it.
That was like
You roll natural 20s on a D100 as well.
What?
He
I
rolled 0, 0, 0.
0, but I was like, is it just 0 all
0, 0, 0 is 100.
Is 100? Okay.
I think
That's cracked.
You know
That's
how
cracked.
Elvie was asking for beanies that Woody has worn? I think we need to bottle whatever it is that you touch.
Dice
or
that Drew has touched.
Yeah, and sell those.
Callias is still medium.
Medium. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's just the one roll then. What'd you get?
Yeah,
What did Callias get?
58. This
58.
was
Okay,
78.
Callias is good.
53.
Ooh, just barely.
I
Written.
will say. Oh, no,
Oh, you're not large anymore though. You are not.
I'm
large.
still. I've never been large.
Oh, you're right. You're not a dragon.
Tasha's guys.
You
It's
just
not-
have the wings.
This one's Giga.
What I guess in general, what I was going to say is that when we do skill check, I am immune to fire damage in this form.
Okay.
So I'm able to be a little bit more like
Yeah.
not worrying about it.
Yeah. So it's more. That actually is helpful.
I can
It's-
help more
it's-
confidently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll give you a bonus.
I'm also.
You're immune
Oh, because you're...
because you're a dragon,
Yeah.
of course. However, I do want you to roll me with disadvantage because you are a bigger creature.
Well, what?
Oh, you're immune, so never mind. No, you're good.
Covered in goblins.
Roll
Yeah.
one.
Well, yeah. Covered in goblins.
That's so funny.
You got 100. So like you do this thing where you basically you see this huge one coming down, and you're like, oh no, the babies, and you kind of roll over, and you tuck your wings in, and it covers everybody, and it just hits against your wings and saves everybody on your back. But you guys are now ferrying. Now let's put the timer back on. the larger refuse is coming in.
Why are you dropping shit from the sky?
I know. I just think of like trash.
I don't know. It's like planet trash.
Meteorites.
Meteorites, yeah. So as it's coming down, it's like a tiny meatball is just a little meteor.
Cloudy with the chance of meatballs.
My meatballs and meteor.
Okay, now we're gonna do like kind of our fairing thing. I want everybody to start a skill check. I'm choosing the number arbitrarily. It's in my head. It will be relatively difficult, but you guys are basically the Avengers right now. So, anybody who wants to, we've kind of already gone over it, but just to kind of like finalize, like for the next, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes is what it's gonna take to get everybody over.
Okay, well, I only have a little bit more time
I was
as.
about to say I'm at the tail end of this.
I would say it's
Rubicon.
with not in the time stop. You guys, it didn't like affect you.
Yeah.
I would say you guys are maybe. How long did you have it for?
A minute.
Oh, they're basically up now.
So it's minute is up for Rex flying as well.
Yeah.
As soon as we get back to the ship, once the minute gets up, I'm assuming the time is budgeted for that.
Can
Yeah.
we move the ship towards? That. At some point when we go, instead of leaving the ship there, let's move the ship closer to where the larger population of goblin are. Right?
All together, how long has it been?
Maybe at this point, after all this now has been resolved, I would say maybe 5 minutes.
Okay.
I'm just as soon as I'm back on the ship, I'm going to start less, to be frank, worrying about the extraneous stuff and more getting this one gear piece downstairs and trying to figure out what it is, if it's a part of if it's connected to the chronolometer, if it's something that I understand.
So you can start an hour to attune to it. That would do that for you. Or if you have like the identify spell or anything.
We have the item identifier.
I can identify things.
Oh, you also have the item
also
identifier.
We have the wizard.
This is the Xerox. It looks like a printer.
I think in this state, since we did install the identifier, I'm gonna land on the ship and just plug it straight into the identifier.
Yeah. Okay. You place it in the little box and the magic begins. It takes 10 minutes.
right? Yeah.
So yeah, but it's in its little box.
Great.
So you're gonna be doing that for
Yep.
this.
Absolutely.
I'm imagining that we're probably running uphill at
Yeah.
this point.
It's like you're running across a hill. A little bit up, like you're not like a little up, but not a lot.
It's like a baby ski hill.
Yeah.
Okay, where you take the kids to learn how
Bunny
to
hill.
Yeah.
go down. Okay, cool. Well then I'm just going to find as I'm baseball bat and stuff with my violin, I'm going to find the easiest path up for the rest of the people behind me so that they can, get there quicker and not slip or fall.
Okay, so you're like pathfinding for them.
Yeah.
Roll me a survival check.
Oh shit.
This works well because once Thinker's fly runs out, they'll land and use their shield to, like an umbrella, cover a group of goblins while walking slowly behind them.
16.
16. All right. Yeah. So you kind of know where like you're basically making a switchback trail to kind of go up. Like you kind of go up and like, no, this is like really loose gravel over here. And it's been like and so you're kind of getting that nice like good dirt to walk across.
Okay, and I'm just waving people like a military commander now. I'm not a field trip teacher anymore.
All right, cool.
And
Love
as soon
that.
as I can see the slippery ship, I'm gonna try to like wave at it or like get Hugh to bring
Yeah,
it over.
you see Hugh and Cora like just shooting at like protecting the ships. Like that's what Keepa, Yara, Leonidas, they have just been shooting and like keeping the ships safe. That's why like the ships are safe because they're like on the ballista. Leonidas they're just like throwing echoes at every rock that comes close to kind of like knock it out of the way. So you can flag them down for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
And then they will start to do that. Cool. So you got a 16?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down. All right. Cool. Anybody else?
As I said, just protecting the group.
Protecting the group. Okay, love that. Could you do a Constitution? Because it's like you're constantly getting like hit and just like keeping up that strength.
Cogs.
Roll on flat surface.
Flash of geniusing that, I guess. But Flash of Genius is cracked. because that goes from a 2 up to a base. What is that? Up to a base. My math is so bad. It goes from a 2 up to a base 14. And then plus Constitution is a plus 11, so that's a 25.
25?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's how John's built his fucking character.
Yeah, wow. He's literally big brains everything.
Yeah.
Oh! Okay, we'll resolve it after this.
He sort of can't fail a check unless it's a 1. If he has Flash of Genius left.
Yeah. Okay, with that, you are able to, like, just, like, reroute, like, power systems and able to connect it into where, like, the shield's a bit bigger and every step you take is assisted and it's just, like, all, like, able to, like, and, like, change shields to 0, and, like, all of that kind of stuff.
I think throughout this entire time, Rheknit is more concerned with shielding the goblinoid folks and keeping them comfortable. So throughout this entire experience, the chest plate is open. The Rheknit the goblin is exposed while still piloting the suit. Just to get
a la Jeff Bridges.
exactly. Ironmonger. Yeah.
Scraps!
Yep.
I don't need navigational systems. Yeah, that whole.
Fuck you, Mike.
Sorry. Body check, mic check.
Yeah, just every now and then being like, we're almost there. Keep pushing.
This old lady goes,
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Don't thank me yet. Just push through the hardship.
You got it, youngster.
This is definitely also causing Rheknit to deeply disassociate. These are the first goblins he's spoken to in some time.
I'm just Han Solo walking backwards, shooting Eldritch Blasts at any one of them I can see. The Eldritch Blast has a range of like 120 feet. So I can take out asteroids. Like,
and you shoot like
far in advance.
4
I
blasts.
shoot 3 right now.
Oh, 3 blasts. Okay.
And they all. I was able to change around some things because we leveled up. I took the Eldritch Invocation that gives me like added damage to it.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Yeah. So they always if 3 things hit, it always does at least 21 points of damage.
Yeah, it's gonna, and that blasts most of these. There's pieces of rock, basically.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
Awesome. So Lilith, you're kind of leading the way. Ember, you're right, kind of behind Lilith, just like boom, 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 boom. And Rheknit is kind of like, you see Rheknit coming up the trail as well. Rinhask is still running, getting the farther people. This is kind of the first group of like 50 now that it's kind of together. And other individuals have like picked up rocks and other things to try to like shield. Other hobgoblins, bugbears are helping out as well. You're the dragon.
Yeah.
And you're doing that as well. And you're doing the breath weapon. Okay. For you two then, roll me just a spell check, like you're casting spells just to do that, or the charisma whatever modifier is. For yours, you're big. Do athletics, please.
25.
25? Cool. Great. Good to know. That's a great number.
That's based on strength, right?
Yes.
21.
29. 25.
29.
25.
25?
I think the mic picked up my fart
What
right
the
there.
fuck is Leonidas doing?
That's a stinker. My eyes are watering from that one. Leonidas is on the ship with Yara and Keepa.
It did.
Thank God.
And they are keeping the ship safe. The Callias number, what was it again? What did Callias do?
Class is just plug the gear into the identifier.
Oh, so you're not helping, so you're not rolling.
No.
What'd you
I
get?
mean, the identifier works on its own, right? Or do I have to operate it?
Huh?
Does the identifier work on its own for 10
Yeah,
minutes?
it's like it's like turning on a 3D printer.
Then I'm fucking sniping.
Okay.
I'm out here trying to blast meteorites with the. Jesus, I don't want this to get to me. Yeah, I'm probably using sorcery points to blast with the rifle.
Okay. Awesome. Then just roll me dexterity.
Good for you.
Dex save or dex check?
Dex check.
Just raw dex?
Yeah. It's like how good of a shot you're being.
Yeah.
right now.
Proficiency?
It's bad. That
it
something
really that bad?
crawled up in me and died.
Proficiency because I'm proficient with a rifle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a.
This is the next TikTok.
Hello. That's an 18.
An 18? Okay, yeah. So with all that, you guys are bringing this first group of 50. And when you guys arrive, Hugh sees you, Lilith, and you... Yeah, it's a greasy
I can't
one.
smell it. I'm thrilled.
Did you shit your
My nose is
pants?
stuffed.
I'm kind
All
good
I
for
know
you.
I
This is
don't end up
biological
tasting it.
warfare.
It was a stinker of a fart.
Drew, consider yourself blessed.
Hey,
Send
those
help.
at home,
Send
these
help.
farts, it really creates the best D&D ambiance.
It actually does it.
Be lucky this isn't a 4D experience.
Yeah. Oh, smell-o-vision. Okay, so, so Avenger style, like, and it's like Thinker's Captain America-ing of like, I got you, and like running with it, and it's really like very cinematic in my head. I like it, and just like these 50 get to it and are able to get onto the Nautiloid, as Hugh now in the chair, and Thinker now can get to the chair on your ship. On
Right.
the Lucid Dream, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And the ships take off to Rittenhask, who's kind of has now gathered everybody else, this ferried group together, and I'm assuming that's what you guys were wanting to do with that. But you guys succeeded pretty well from my skill check.
Yeah.
And so 10 out of 10, you guys land. Everybody else who's on the ship now is shooting at asteroids, and you guys are going to the other side. Now, I've picked them up. You can fit a little more. The Nautiloid's a much larger ship than the living ship that you guys have.
Okay.
There's a
50 so far? 50 rescued?
now you have another 50 rescues.
So 100 total.
Yeah, roughly 100 like total. There's some are wounded, and most of them are on the Nautiloid.
Okay.
Yeah. And you guys are now flying away. Last one. These large pieces of refuse are coming in. Roll me dodges. I just stopped the time before it went off for Mike's sake.
Percentage die?
Yes, please.
Roll dices. Pick which die.
You know what I mean.
Roll dice.
What'd you get, Lilith?
70.
70? Just enough. It was getting harder as we went on.
If 70 is just enough, then both Callias and Rhek failed.
Okay, they're gonna need
Callias failed miserably.
Dexterity saving throws.
I got a 30.
Dexterity saving throw.
87.
87. Success. Wow. You. And Rinhask?
The Halifax deal that he's made, that's what's...
Rinhask also gets hit. So Dex save for Rinhask. Everybody gets a +3 from Rinhask. No, he's because of his paladin. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
19?
19?
Or, yeah.
19? All right, you'll take half.
Rhek got a 24 on his dex save, and Callias got a 24.
24. All right, yeah. So you both succeed. You're gonna take half. Let me get my dice.
I'm gonna use my reaction to cast Absorb Elements. I'm gonna try to absorb some of the fire.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. Love that. Big ups. Your fire is mine.
All right. So 76 as this massive asteroid hits into the ships, kind of knocking them off, but like doing a minimal damage to the hull, but a lot more damage to you guys. Ooh, and I rolled terribly. That's 3 1s and a 2. Oh. It's 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So it's if you succeeded, it's halved to 9 points of 76 should not do 9 points of damage.
Yeah, tell me about it. I just did 6d8 and it came out to fucking 13 damage to the dragon, so
Yeah.
So,
bite me.
9 damage?
Yes, 9 damage.
But since I absorbed it, it's halved again.
So 4
damage.
4 damage.
Cool, thanks.
But as you guys are now fly away, you see kind of all these larger pieces shooting dirt and flora and fauna up into the air, and you see
Not
dragons crushed as now you guys look up and you see the Nidhogg flying in, shining. A fun thing I didn't really note about Doomspace is before there was no sun, so everything was kind of dark and cold. There's a couple planets that still have people living on it for various reasons, and they've stayed warmer. Fyrene being one of them, and like while this sun was collapsed. However, the moon that this was on in Fyrene are volcanic, so the lava on the inside keeps it warm enough.
Doom-A's a moon?
Doom-A is a moon of Fyrene that got pulled first. There's another moon on Fyrene as well. And you see the dragon land onto the planet's surface as you guys are kind of flying away now. And you see just this like red magma volcanic veins start to encroach around the planet and you see a hobgoblin who had made it onto your ship with you guys.
It is now going to consume the world, and it will continue through this system, consuming the worlds one by one until it is full. Only the gods can save us now.
As you guys blast off into void speed. And Doom-A gets eaten by the Nidhogg. And that is where we'll take our break.
How cheery.
Yeah.
Fun stuff, guys.
Okay.
Oh, you made it. Everybody made it.
Ryujin's dead.
No.
Because I don't fit on the ship right now.
Well, you can do your, animorphs, like, as we're getting ready,
I don't know if I can actually undo the hook.
You can like hang out to the outside because it's the air envelope around
Okay.
you.
Are you,
Or
like,
Hugh can
clinging
cast
to
a
the
spell.
bottom of the ship?
It's not.
That's
It's also not like a ship that closes. I
Yeah,
forgot about
I
that.
didn't think
It
about
that.
looks like a pirate ship.
Yeah, it's so just for reference, it's like an air envelope that it envelops around it, and certain ships need to like refresh their envelopes.
Babadoo.
But the living ship doesn't because Nergron.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You basically are breathing Nergron's farts.
Yeah, well,
but
we
it's a
have
tree,
experience with that.
Not a
Yeah.
human being, so.
And we're drinking his sap.
Yeah.
I think
So
you could say that about us literally right now.
Yeah.
We're drinking tree farts. Congrats, everybody.
All right, cool.
That's great.
We're gonna do a quick break.
Readers.
We'll be back. Let's say
we're gonna be back in about 16 minutes because that's how long the intermission show
approximately
is.
16 minutes. So let's say I don't know whenever that is. 16 minutes.
Goodbye.
See you later.
8:07.
I can't do math. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bards of New York, the live, chaotic, beautiful mess that we all know and love, where we usually, at one point, will play D&D together. We'll be starting to play D&D at some point soon, and then probably stop, then start again, and then stop, and then giggle, and I'll fart a bunch, and then we'll have a good time.
Why even do the stream?
You're hitting the nail too hard on the head, man.
Come for the D&D, but stay for the absolute chaos that is Bards of New York. I love you.
can't do a New York accent.
Just try your best. Come on. You
Somebody,
live
you know,
Say bagels and schmear.
bagels and schmear. You know, somebody came up here and
I didn't realise there was a New York over there.
I didn't, you know.
No, Martin, from Old York, yeah?
Bagels, bagels and schmear. No.
Say, hey, I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm walking here. All right, you know, I'm just.
Still immediate. It's immediately back.
You know, Yara, I'm having all kinds of trouble, and
Now you sound like a British person trying to do an American accent.
You're like, oh, did?
I just did. I
How
can't.
dare you?
Wait.
Dormammu.
Do not read through the book bound with skin.
Do you understand how distracting that is? We're thinking about saving the city and using your life nobly, and now you've said don't read the book with the skin, and now that's all I'm thinking about.
So very interesting.
That's
read
all I'm
everything that's in
going
there.
to
What
be
kind of
thinking about.
skin?
What you think you're gonna do? You look at who we are. You know
That's the
something.
first book I'm gonna read.
Why would
That's
you
exactly
ever
what-
It's okay. They're like this sometimes.
Yeah.
It's always been you.
To me, you have always been the brightest star. And the most powerful star.
I kiss her.
End
the episode! End it! End it! End it!
That's where we're going!
Thank you so much for watching Bards of New York! Like to tune in next week. We'll see what the fuck happens.
forever.
There's a couple that are harvest flavored. They say it's more of a savory sweet almost. Like it has a very almost like umami sort of sense to it. And it's
Umami.
Y'all.
Excellent work.
Y'all.
Excellent work.
It was ubiquitous and it made me upset. I just wanted to buy pastries.
this large pentagonal.
You'll be
Pentagon.
Pentagon.
Pentagonal. Pentagonal.
Diagonally.
Somebody called the Pentagon.
Pentagonally. Pentagonally.
Fuck out of here.
Pentigony.
By Aeschylus.
What do you do? Smell burning toast?
Pentagonal.
Pentagussi.
Pentades.
That was so feeble.
Guys, let's stop being so mean to women.
Wait, no. If I may support you.
It was a really valiant attempt.
How many sides does that thing have? What sort
5.
of? So, say that again.
Pentagonal.
Gaggle on these nuts.
So better. Aww.
the mechanic where you make choices as your character that then affects the world at large. To me, there's no better version of that than D&D, where not only do you get to escape to a world and make choices within it as a character entirely your own, that then your own choices are a catalyst for an evolution of the world that evolves with you, but you get to do that with other people. So it's not just a pre-thought out, I'm going to make these choices to make these things happen. It's a group of people, all that you can have banter with and laugh with, but at the end of the day, you are exploring a world for the first time, together as a group, making these little chaotic decisions which bloom across the world, causing it to change with you and grow with you as your characters level up and grow. What brings me back to D&D over and over and over again is like assisting in the growth and the blossoming of a world that will be cultivated by accident through a ragtag group of adventurers' actions.
All right.
You tried really hard, huh?
Hmm?
You were trying really hard.
What did he say?
That's what got him in that situation.
Yeah. So.
I just got that.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, gross.
Okay. So as you guys start to vroom off into void space, in void speed, you have the two ships tandem. Basically, they've connected their air envelopes. Rheknit has pushed you guys just to kind of head out into void space in a direction heading nowhere in particular.
I'm not sure he would do that.
Or where would he wish?
I'm fairly certain we would head
just in the
to-
first 10 minutes, basically.
whatever the direction is, let me get the exact person up that I'm talking about here, because we were all made aware of the individual known as Baron Vault.
Vault? Vault, so just to be clear.
Oh, Vault is Doom-A.
Vault is Doom-A.
Remember?
I think Fyrene is where I got it mixed up when I told you a little while ago.
He wanted to make his dick jokes.
Yeah.
Got it.
So we changed Vault to Doom-A.
Vault is Doom-A. Tyler Vale, Baron Tyler Vale is on Fyrene.
Yes.
Then we're going to Fyrene.
I don't know if that's far enough.
Fyrene is about a day to go directly is a day's travel in Zoom space.
Is it the next planet over?
Yeah. I wish I could. If you guys look up a map of Doomspace, you can see it, and it is because Doom-A used to be a moon of Fyrene until it got sucked away by the black hole.
Before I make any statements to the group, given these moments that I've now attuned to the leftovers of the orrery, this Fargear, I would love to see if the Fargear has any magical traces of the activity with which Gar-Gal-Onn was using it. If there's any hint in there that might show us where he was headed from that gate.
Yeah, roll me, magic-y boy, a charisma saving throw to try to magic through that.
Well, good thing I believe I have advantage on those now. Yes, I do. Oh no, I have a +1 to those, thanks to the gear. Oh yes, please. That would be a. That's a 28.
Shit. Okay. With the help of Rheknit as well, talking through this, you guys are able to deduce that he is within the system somewhere.
He's in Doomspace still.
Yeah, in Doomspace still.
All the more reason.
It is actually, it's kind of like you can't teleport onto, you can't track through hyperspace, like that kind of thing. To use teleport, unless it's a plane shift, because he only teleported out of there. He did not plane shift.
You said gate.
You did say gate.
You did say gate.
It was
That's
like
what we
a
all
gate-looking thing. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was just like a descriptor.
Teleport
word, not-
manifested as an arcane gate.
Yeah, like an arcane gate that he walks through.
With that information, then that reinforces my decision. There is no way we can actively leave the system. Yes, we must be careful. We can't. It's not worth it to be here while a star system is devoured. But if he's here, we need that cartographer. There's no point in leaving without that. And if we know that this person, this Baron Vale, might be a useful contact while maneuvering through Doomspace, then Fyrene is as good a place to start as any.
And remind me, we need the cartographer because it is a piece of fate, right?
It's a piece of fate that allows us to look for what we're looking for. The whole idea was to go back to our iteration and search for as many tangles as possible. First things first, finding the tangle in Revan before the Sage does.
Yeah. Right.
And this cartographer speeds us up, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Basically, it's like because you guys are Doomspace I'm gonna make a map here and post it of the galaxy, if you will. And it is Doomspace hits the bottom of the roadmap, which the roadmap looks like a tree, and that's where like Yggdrasil and that sort of mythology is connected to it. And Doomspace was at the roots, the bottom, and that's where the long story and there's lore that you can uncover. But that's kind of where, and you guys don't know.
Don't offer me that.
You guys don't know where Opus 4, like where that system would be, that wild space system that exists within. You don't know where that is.
Oh, well, I thought we were going to go back to Nouveau and use a well to leave.
I think we have.
Oh no, the ship can plane jump. The ship can iteration jump.
Well, the iterations, it's not really iterations. It's just different systems.
In one of the books that I read, it's not like they exist through. They're not like separated by any kind of glass, figuratively speaking.
Right.
It's all. They're just like different systems.
I don't.
Of
This
the same
word
world, it's
system.
I was about to say.
What does that? What does that mean?
different groups of planets.
So then, what was the gate we went through in the first well?
That just kind of big.
Also,
That's
I feel
less to do with space.
I feel like
More to do with time.
But that's what I'm asking. Is going back to Nouveau, where we know there's technology like that, to use that.
I don't think we have any shards of time to get back.
We have what we used before. I have tons of it in the bag.
If I remember correctly, the person who was able to open it up was Rycroft, correct? With the power of the air.
Before that, keep. Oh, well, she was in air.
Well, that means Leonidas.
Look slowly to Leonidas. Yeah.
Leonidas goes.
Do heirs even exist anymore?
Well, he is.
He has that power.
Leonidas has the power.
I don't necessarily feel.
But there's no more.
He's more British now.
I don't necessarily
no
feel
more
that
king.
I have the power within me, perhaps, but I don't know how to do that. But I would guess that if I learned to do it, I could do it here or I could do it there. So it doesn't really matter where we are, as long as I figure out how to do it. Does that make sense?
Right.
Am I making sense?
No, not at all.
I don't
but
seem like myself right now.
None of this is making sense anyway, so you're not that far off the mark.
Perhaps I could be of assistance.
Who is this?
Which goblin are we taking? Yeah.
This is a.
Just start like that.
There are hundreds of goblins.
Yeah. How many goblins are on this ship versus the normal?
There's about I would say about a group of 20 goblins who have now gone down into the hold and are kind of making themselves at home. A bugbear, who people call him Cheese.
Has
say
it
less,
been an
G.
hour?
About.
Yes.
It's
If I have
been-
to change
yeah,
the
it's been-
fog
yeah,
here,
because it's been an hour. You guys are flying. A bugbear named Cheese, and then this old hobgoblin. Actually, it's the two old hobgoblins that who saved the two male hobgoblins together. That you guys saved, and this one he has just like a very, very like simple kind of maroon tunic with some like kind of gold trims, and like a spanner, like and a work belt, and he has like some like kind of goggles that hang around his neck. His hair, like hobgoblins have like a furry look to them, like they have like slight like.
Yes, or like what do you mean by furry?
No, like no, fuck. Like their skin is like a very think of it like a short-haired dog.
They're not all the way to bugbear.
Yeah, they're not like bugbears are like very hairy. Goblins have like the tufts of hair but have like skin. Hobgoblins are kind of in the middle, and so they have like these like
A little bit chunky.
yeah, they're a bit chunkier, have a bit of a beard, and their skin is usually slightly fur covered.
Okay.
You can see some gray spots, and like where his like longer hair is, there's a quite a big. It's actually a widow's peak that comes to actually a little like puff of hair here, and then like it's receding everywhere else. So it's kind of like a tuft of hair up in the front, and then the rest of the hair, and it's like curly.
A lick.
Matt Peever's hair.
Matt Peever.
Perhaps I could be of assistance.
Sounds like Matt Peevers.
My name is Hrok. That's spelled R-H-O-K. Hrok.
Class is gonna look wide-eyed to Rhek and then look back over to you.
An absolute pleasure to meet you, Roke.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well. First, my common is a little rusty, but I'll do my best. Matt Peaver. Had to get in the voice.
No.
I think I could help you all in navigating this system. I was a barge captain for many, many years, serving under Gar-Gal-Onn, and I could help you as with my people, with us. When one has a great kindness paid to them, a debt is owed, and this would be me helping you. I would see it as repaying my debt and my partner. He could also help in other ways. But I wish to repay a debt to you all, and I can help you navigate this system.
Great.
So, I guess we need to figure out what we want to do. Rhek, is this your family? Are they here? I guess we have to fight this big dragon, so I don't know, what do we want to do before we decide where we're going to go?
I'm going to say that we definitely need to pause a conversation between Rhek and Rock. Rhek and Rhok. Rock and Rhek. Pause a conversation between the two of them that I am not qualified to Jaeger about
the family,
about the clan.
Yeah, basically, I'll kind of like do like a. Nobody here on your ship is with the clan.
Sure.
It hasn't to sift through the 80 goblins on.
Yeah.
That would take time.
Okay. Sure. That's definitely. But I know that Rhek is going to be inquiring about, even knowing that this rock isn't part of the clan, about, you know, how did they get here? What did Gar-Gal-Onn do? Like, what the specifics of the history between the goblinoid people and the denizens of Doom-A, and I would rather him do that than me put words in his mouth.
Exactly. I agree. So
I could first of all, do you know anything about Doomspace?
No.
Very limited.
I just want to understand where I'm working with. There are a number of celestial bodies here in Doomspace. The one we just left, well, many years ago, hundreds of years ago, there used to be a sun, and there was God that was trapped here, and they trapped it. And there's a whole thing about that.
Is that the one that just got hatched?
Yes, that's the history of Doomspace. Basically, a long time ago, the Nidhogg was an eater of worlds. It would consume. Its hunger was insatiable. And to protect the cosmos, a number of gods, celestial beings, banded together, and they created this cage, built it a home. But then the cage recently, only maybe a generation ago, broke. And what was the son of the Nidhogg in the cage, it changed. It turned into that sucking black hole that you all saw. The Eye of Doom, as people would name it. Within that, there was then the casing on the outer part shattered. That's when you guys flew into here. I'm assuming you flew in, yes? Aye. When that shattered, it created this sort of shield. That's why you had to go so slowly through that. Think of like an asteroid field, but of glass miles thick, because this was a force cage that's been shattered. Now, to the actual planets that are here in Doomspace, there is the one we just left. That is, well, I guess was Doom-A. And then Doom-A used to be part of a celestial body called Phyrene. That is the closest one, the one that, from how your trajectory was, what I'm assuming we're heading to now. Yes. Working our way out from this, there is also the body of Malice, M-A-L-A-S. Used to be a water world, but now, since the sun disappeared, it was been covered in ice, but still has some denizens on it. And who knows now that I guess a type of sun has returned. And then there's the 9 moons of En, consisting of Arun, Gavek, Inavar, Lesk, and Shalar. And Theed.
One more time, please.
Yep. This is
one at a time also.
Arun.
Spell?
A-R-U-U-N.
Cool.
Gavek, G''Vek.
Was there with you.
I have the picture of the map. I'm putting it into the Discord. All of these are listed.
Yeah. Inivar, Inivar. Lesk, Lesk. Shalar, Shalar. Thrid, Thrydd, and Vokath. Oh, there's two more.
I was about to say, that's not 9.
Vocath.
Okay.
Yashin.
Y-S-H?
Yashin.
Yeah.
Yisheen. And then Yort.
Phonetic?
Yort.
Okay, that's what. Great.
And then surrounding this system, it is the broken glass of the cage that was once. It's referred to
Colloquially.
Yes, thank you. Your name?
Lilith.
Nice to meet you, Lilith. The Shattered Sphere is what it's called.
Okay, so we want to go to Fyrene to look for...
The Fyrene's rather dangerous.
Okay, well, we're trying to find this man's clan, so...
I promise you they could be on Fyrene, but to march into Fyrene is a dangerous thing.
Well, there is someone on Fyrene that we would like to see for other reasons as well.
Okay. Who?
We seek a baron with valuable information on Doomspace, and particularly the being previously known as your captor.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure you have plentiful knowledge of this area, but...
Yes. Fyrene's just rather infested with draconic beings, and those make all of us rather nervous.
Can we scry on this Gar-Gal-Onn?
I'll hold up the gear. This was a piece of his before.
Yes, he lusted after those pieces rather severely.
So we can use this to get a better magical eye on them, yes?
Do you know what those pieces did?
Yes, they are, the word that they use is part of a whole. The makes it's some magical item, and he used this to basically turn back time on the beast, the Nidhogg, to bring it back to when it wasn't a black hole, when before it was the sun, really. So that's what the ritual was that he did. I don't know too much more than that. That's why I kind of want to counsel that maybe you should figure out what it is you're fighting first before marching into the belly of the beast.
But so Fyrene, that's information we didn't have before. Fyrene is the belly of the beast?
Well, it is ruled by many dukes, barons, emperors, however they decide to style themselves in the day of dragon lords, or lords that are dragons.
Dragon lords?
Yes, it is infested with dragons. It is.
I'm failing.
So we don't think that.
I just flew at one.
So we don't think that planet is going to be devoured.
Well, it is a question.
That's the second.
I don't know anything other than like the bedtime children's story that I basically just imparted to you about what the Nidhogg actually did. My thought is you could go to Gar-Gal-Onn and maybe ask for him to give it politely back. I doubt he'll do it.
So
there is the Baron you speak of is a emissary of the Dragon Lords, not a dragon themselves, but think of it as the middleman for them. Often people call him Baron, but he's more of a crook. He lives on the other moon of Fyrene, called Krios. You could perhaps go to Krios and talk to him. Maybe he could show you where to go next. But I think understanding what the Nidhogg can do, and then how you can defeat it,
Who says we have to defeat it?
Well, you just saved all of us. Would you just leave the system to perish?
Why is the... If it is such an ancient and venerable being, is there no way to... Can you reason with a world eater?
Well, perhaps.
Think of the sentence you just uttered.
Think of the sentence I have just said. What are the actions that we have taken over the past few months?
Callias, I think I see what you're meaning, but this seems to be a being of pure destruction and chaos, and that's it.
Do we know that?
Feasibly.
I don't think it can be destroyed. They had to seal it up before.
I'm not asking for destruction, but
The ultimate goal, if there was diplomacy and the big thing was like, okay, I'm gonna eat your planet, but first I'll let you get off. So everyone leave. And once after a certain point, when one planet is left, filled with billions and billions of beings, it would then eat that.
well,
planet
I'm
as
just
well.
asking if there's any way for us to turn it on Gar-Gal-Onn. That's all I'm asking for, is that there's one giant dragon that seems bent on some kind of evil, and another one that seems less bent on evil and more just hungry.
It's possible.
Give it something big to eat that it didn't have to eat before.
Well, how about the Eye of Doom?
It just hatched out of it.
It was the Eye of Doom.
Is the Eye of Doom gone?
Yes, as you guys look, you can kind of see the Eye of Doom is just this blank part of space. It has like kind of
So there's like no light in this void space anymore.
what seems like Doom-A is now a
sun. Great.
Oh, fuck.
It's a sun maker.
So
that's gonna throw off all of the gravitation.
It's gonna be
fields.
I don't have.
All of the planets.
It's giving the light of a sun, basically.
Also, if that's the case, if the Eye of Doom is gone, all of these moons and planets should be flying.
If we're getting into the astronomy of this, we're already lost. We're already too
Fantasy,
deep.
not science fiction.
If I can't say that I have much experience with cosmic, world-consuming reptiles, but I do have experience with large, angry, animal-consuming reptiles. And I know that the big ones that we had to deal with, one that we killed, what feels like a lifetime ago, was often divertible by finding bigger prey to sick it on. And this Nidhogg doesn't know about Gar-Gal-Onn, unless Gar-Gal-Onn is some other mythical entity that we've been butt up against for the 5,000th time.
But what happens after it eats Gar-Gal-Onn?
We won't be here for that. And neither will the people who live in these systems if we have anything to say about
But
it.
what happens then when it finally travels to our system?
We're better prepared for it.
Put a shield around the
So
world.
I think Jahan, what was your name?
It should have been Jahan. Wait, can I change it to Jahan? No. It's
someone else,
Krook.
Jahan.
I think
Krook.
what Krook
Krook.
is saying.
Like croak, but a huh in the beginning. Who's Krook? Yeah, kinda.
I think what Krook is saying is correct in that we need to figure out what we're fighting here, and we have two entities that are both threats in varying levels of or varying degrees. So we need to find out what the heck this big giant dragon is, what it can do. We need to find out everything we can on Gar-Gal-Onn, and if Gar-Gal-Onn is controlling said big giant scary dragon. Because that's my question. Because it, like Kalaya said, if it's being controlled, maybe it can to a degree be reasoned with. If it's not, and they're just both two chaos monsters, then they both need to go down. In what order we need to decide. But we don't have enough information right now, and we need to get it.
Seemingly, the Baron would have information on Gar-Gal-Onn, and Gar-Gal-Onn will have information on Nidhogg.
There must be somewhere else that has information on an eldritch being of millions of years.
It's a fair point. We could also talk to the ship.
We also talk to Hugh.
Was there nothing in that library?
We can ask Hugh.
Maybe.
He can figure shit out.
I did grab a lot of books.
Oh yeah.
There is one place. I mean, the Baron. They could possibly have information of more of the great Gar-Gal-Onn's doings and wants, and or there's also the there's a planet pretty far from here. It would take approximately, let me look it up, a week's travel maybe. Yes, maybe. Yes, I would say approximately a week or so, 6 days perhaps, maybe a little less, to get to the planet of Yashin, where there is another dragon who left Fyrene. I've only met him a couple times. He keeps a rather extensive library and collection there.
Is there any way to scry on this Baron to find out where they are? Because if they're on Fyrene, I think we need to go to Fyrene immediately.
Well,
to
yes,
get that
we have
information.
the scrying orb.
Okay, because if we go 6 days out of our way to go somewhere else, Fyrene's gone and maybe the Baron is gone too, right?
Yeah.
Because it probably takes, what, a day to get over there?
To get to Fyrene?
Aye.
Yeah, it
I'm
takes...
not asking you, I'm asking the goblin.
Oh, yes, at void speed, Fyrene is only about 1 million miles away, 100 million miles away.
And Yashin?
Yashin is over, I would say a little under 600 million miles away.
Jesus.
Which would be at...
These numbers don't mean anything.
I know.
At the speed that the ship can go, it would get there in 6 days. Maybe a little less.
How many parsecs?
Scry.
6 parsecs, if you will.
Scry on the Baron.
Aye, do we have anything of the Barons, or is this just going to be...
Unless, by the chance of the gods, we've been gifted some item that happened to belong to them once upon a time, but beyond that, I don't think so.
I think I might have his skivvies in my bag. Let me go check.
Why would you have his skivvies?
Travel with
I'm a
us for a few
mysterious
weeks
woman.
and you'll see why.
Oh, okay.
We find weird shit.
Well, yes. I mean, I could tell you where he is. He's on Krios.
I know, but it's what he's doing. Is he in league with the parties that be?
Think of the Baron more as a less in league and more of an opportunist. Baron, the Baron goes to where the money is.
We might want him.
I'm in the business of making deals, Guardian.
Just you wait.
Oh no.
Great.
Just you wait, guys.
Honestly,
just table talking for a second.
Yeah.
We have a scry a day, right? Was that what we decided?
Scry a day with that, or
was it
2.
3?
Scry a day, scry a day, scry a day.
Oh, 3. 3 scries a day.
I've got the far gear from Gar-Gal-Onn. Let's scry on fucking Gar-Gal-Onn and see what he's doing. If we know that the Baron Vale is on the moon, let's just fucking go there. What the worst that could possibly happen is that we're gonna have to take some evasive maneuvers and fight our way through, which we've done 1,000 times in the past.
Honestly, if we know where Gar-Gal-Onn is, we could just fucking go to him.
And get wiped, but sure.
There's 7 of us and 1 of him, maybe? Probably not. There's probably more.
Yeah.
There's probably more.
You can also cast Legend Lore on the Nidhogg.
That's such a huge win. Legend Lore is like the anti-DM spell.
That would be
just
great.
a sleepy. I'm sorry, I'm looking for new music.
Okay, let's start scrying Gar-Gal-Onn. Hop
Try to
over
see
to
if we can get what he
the
is.
Nautiloid, chat with you. But meanwhile, setting our course for the moon creatine.
Krios.
Oh my god.
Hey bro, what's up? It's not just water weight.
If Gar-Gal-Onn is on Fyrene,
Monohydrate.
That's what I'm on.
that would be good. But if he's not, like if Gar-Gal-Onn went to one of the like outer planets, I also think that it's worth considering going to Yashin and just trying to find library of info.
I don't
and
disagree
just
with
but
you.
just like do that. Don't deal with shifty Baron that could
Have a
double cross
Wishy
at any
Tongue
point. If we know where Gar-Gal-Onn is, let's figure that out.
I only mentioned Baron Vale because it was given to us prior to knowing about any of the conflict, right? Like, fucking Negron said Baron Tyler Vale a good contact for Doomspace. Basically, it was left over from the ship's logs from the Penguin folk.
Yeah, Tylo Vale does know everybody in Doomspace.
Yeah.
Was he like the Gretchen Wieners of Doomspace?
Not exactly.
He's the spider of Doomspace.
Not, maybe.
Yeah, okay. Scrying Gar-Gal-Onn. Scrying Gar-Gal-Onn? Use the fog here to Scrying Gar-Gal-Onn.
I'm gonna use this thing. I'm gonna scry and Gar-Gal.
Yes. just get gargle on that scry.
Spit on the tip.
Yeah.
I hate that this
okay,
is the
who is doing the scrying?
Who has the high?
I'll do it.
Rheknits doing it. It's the highest int on the planet.
Rek is Reed Richards.
What is
yeah. Let me pull it up.
What's the modifier?
So target must make a wisdom saving throw based on their spell save. And his spell saving throw is currently at a tasty
He has like a 24 intelligence.
it's currently a 20 DC.
Mine's 21.
How is yours 21?
21.
Better.
But like literally how?
Built
I'm trying to figure out
different.
from
I have a rod of the Pact Keeper.
which does.
It adds 2 to my Warlock spell and DC.
But he has he's at +7 intelligence.
I also think he's at +8 because that's his level 13.
No, he was at +6 at 22, and the belt took him to 24, which is a +7.
But then he had the book.
That's with this. That's with this.
I think Ember.
I think it seems like Ember has the highest score.
Ember has grab the rod.
I also have a
spit on the
+6
tip
to
and
charisma.
scry
So-
for Gar-Gal-Onn.
I have a +6 to charisma, and then I have a +2 on top of that with the rod.
That's what's doing it. The
Yeah.
+2. So for the save, we have an item that Gar-Gal-Onn had.
Mm-hmm.
So he has a -4 to whatever he rolls on the wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Ember.
Yes.
You begin the scry. I'll roll. Your DC is 21.
21.
Okay. Not a great roll. A wisdom save, you said?
Wisdom save.
Give me 2 seconds.
-4.
-4 for a possession or garment. If we had any pieces of his being, it would be -10, but we don't.
It'd be a 24. So he's aware.
But it could still,
No. On a successful save, the target isn't affected, and we can't use the spell again for 24 hours on this target.
You have 3 more times.
Yeah,
But
right.
I'll give you this. You get a glimpse before, because I hate that it's like just.
Do we want to just try it the other 2 times? We have 3 tries and nobody else that we're going to scry on today.
yeah, I mean.
Can we not try for 24 hours?
I think that's.
You're totally right. On a successful save, the target isn't affected, and you can't use this spell against the target again for 24 hours.
So
Yeah, you guys go to make the scry.
Can we scry on an object that they are holding? The
Scry on
cartographer.
Cartographer.
Yeah.
That is one way to do it.
And the DC would be lower.
DC would be basically nothing because it
Well,
can't.
we
it
did
can't
decide
resist.
that we rule of cooled. You can scry objects, right?
Yes.
Great. Okay.
You don't get as much necessarily information.
A piece of fate is a little bit higher in class than
Yeah,
objects.
and we owned it before.
It's
Also,
like Riddle's diary.
we used it. It belonged to us. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys. Yeah. You scry on the Divine Cartographer.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you are, you kind of like reach into the crystal ball and you extend your consciousness, and as it connects with the Divine Cartographer, it is on the planet of Irene. You see a big bright sun now that recognizes the sun that's close to you guys, but a little bit dimmer. It is that it's like this where the cartographer is sitting as you kind of like look, try to like get around it. It's like the vision comes into place. It's foggy on the outsides, but you can get a little bit of the area. It is a massive circular stained glass window, looking out over a city, and you seem to be in some sort of high place, a tower, because there's large buildings below you even. And you are sitting on a map, the Divine Cartographer. And it looks like a tree, the map, with systems and bits all over. And it's just sitting there. And you can hear footsteps, you see shadows move, but just since you're doing that, you can't tell too much other than that. And and that's as much as you're getting from this.
Okay, so we can infer that that's where they both are.
I can't tell you how tired I'm getting of being so close to where we need to be and not being able to go there yet.
I mean, we can go there.
Yeah.
I know we can go there, but we can't.
Is there a communication connection between the two ships that allows us to not have to travel back and forth between?
I would say you could, yeah.
Okay.
I would say Rhek and Hugh piece
They're both
together.
big-brained enough
Yeah, and
to-
they're
Piece of
it's like they're.
Nergron, and we stick it in this
Oh,
slippery
I
ship.
like
A
you know.
trimming.
Yeah, a trimming of Nergron. Like it was like, yeah, you can take a bit of me. Oh yeah,
And
that
they
feels
kind of merge
good.
together with the
I was about to say,
yeah.
does it
It's like
become
it's like
a
it's
little
basically
sussy?
it's Baby Groot in a pot, basically.
But does it look weird?
Baby
because
Groot, but
it's
made of
morphed with
aberrant
this-
skin?
Yeah.
Question mark. Living ship. They're both living ships.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't fuse. It's in a pot. It's in a little pot right now. It's still
Okay.
just a little sapling
For now.
But it basically you can do it as like a. You can take a little like
Nature,
acorn and do this,
finds a way.
and do like the old timey phone with it.
Incredible.
That's
Great.
cute.
Yeah.
Hugh's
That's
not
called
growing tentacles yet. Right?
No.
Okay. Just checking. Anybody who's driving a Nautiloid makes me a little nervous, to be
Yeah,
honest.
that's fair.
You go to bed, and you reach back behind your head to brush your hair behind your ear, and you feel a little
it gives me-
nubbin.
Of a tentacle? What the fuck was that, dude? I did not like
I
that.
hate that.
It's from,
I hate that.
That's
it's
what you're
from
getting if I
Terrace
ever DM
Swamp,
something.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
'Cause
Okay. You guys communicate to Hugh to do legend lore?
Yes,
Let
sir.
me look up that. I don't even know that spell.
I could read
Legend
it.
lore?
Name
Yeah,
or
be on
describe a person, place, or object the spell brings to your mind. A brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you needed. The lore might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. If the thing you named isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information. The more information you already have on the thing, the more precise and detailed the information you receive is.
Okay. Say that last sentence again, please.
The more information you already have about the thing, the more precise and detailed the information you receive is.
Okay.
Essentially, it's a brain dump. If there are
Yeah.
any, like, myths...
It's the intersect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hugh goes, all right. Give me a moment to do to cast it. Yes. 10 minutes pass, and you get a bring, bring, bring. Hey, there's Colin on the line there. The comms is ringing. Oh yeah. Oh,
You're being held.
yeah. Oh, you can let it ring a bit longer. Oh. It's like when you put your phone on vibrate and you like put it in your gooch area when you're like sitting and it vibrates.
So, Hugh, what did you learn?
Trying to tell a fucking story here.
So what I learned.
Maybe that's why you only have one now.
Combo breaker!
I almost did a spit take.
You almost spit that whiskey on Hannah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to derail.
It's okay.
You didn't mean to... Okay.
Just have, if I can shit on my brother, I'm gonna shit on my brother.
Okay.
Yes.
Careful. I'm sorry. Careful, Cantrip. It's so good to see you.
Hey, yo.
Hi, careful, Cantrip. And Deeganfly. Sorry, we broke off. Let's just keep doing it. Hi, guys. It's nice to see you all. Welcome. All right. After we talk about my nut cancer.
This is where you announced it the first time.
It was, yeah. I guess. Hey, about a year ago. Well, 2 years ago.
Me.
Wow.
What was messed up was
Wow.
it was live when we learned.
Well, almost. Well, you learned. Your reaction was live.
Our reaction was live.
Yeah.
That's what was fun.
A good bit of.
Somebody go clip that.
Oh wait, that's a TikTok.
No, it's
We can get the sympathy follows.
Absolutely not a TikTok. It is
Okay.
absolutely not a TikTok.
Okay, all right.
Legend lore.
Legend lore.
Legend
Hugh
Ways.
hails in on the comm
Jesus.
and he goes, "So, what I've learned about the Nidhogg, the Eater of Worlds. The Nidhogg was originally created as a failsafe to fight and control Jormungandr, the World Serpent, who
Callias sits up.
Oh, also known as the Great Serpent.
Okay.
However, after being controlled, the creator, who I could not learn their name, that was not part of the spell, I don't know enough. And I need to take time until I could possibly cast a spell again. The Nidhogg could not be controlled. And it would devour worlds. Depending on, it would take, and what I've learned, it would take sometimes centuries for a world to be devoured, depending on the size of the world. But then its hunger got more and more, and it would eat faster, and until the creator band together with another number of other celestial beings, and they created this cage for it, but which is what is Doomspace. They could not kill it. It is almost not. It's not exactly unkillable, but it is close. Its creator being a loving parent did not want to destroy this creation because it had life. So it created a home for it and gave it a massive sun to chew on. And I guess, fill in the blanks myself, I guess once it finished eating that sun, it collapsed, trapping it in its egg.
Do I know of any legendary adversaries that my people spoke of our great serpent having?
Yeah, people call it the Bright One. The Eater of Worlds is another name of it, and it is the main adversary to your world serpent, the Great Serpent.
They're equals?
In a way.
Or was it a weapon built to destroy the Great Serpent?
It was a weapon built to, well, they never fought, so it doesn't know if they could destroy it. Basically, the creation got out of control of the gods, and to minimize the destruction, they trapped it in a box. That box, once it ate the sun, it left it such a large explosion, the box shattered. And that is how Doomspace was created. So basically, to distill the information that this one legend lore has done, you learn that it eats worlds. It's a hungry boy, and it takes time to eat a world. You don't know how much time per size of planet, but that its hunger will never cease. So, that being said, I guess this time, instead of a man playing God, it's gods playing God.
When does it end?
I am so tired of this.
After this, do we become gods? At this point...
It's turtles all the way down, man.
Callias gets up and goes downstairs.
Honestly, I'm tired. It is exhausting. Learning the things that we learn and doing what we do.
I'm exhausted. I'm tired. That's
We're one step away from saying I'm too old for this.
I almost said it. I was like, but he's not.
What's your estimate, Woody, on how much time it has been since we all met in a warehouse in Camden Mesa till right now?
6 months.
Not long enough.
No, that is the correct answer. But what is your DM time frame estimate? It's definitely under a year.
It's under a year, but the Cordian years are a lot longer than a regular year.
Sure, but
when
we left Cordy, when we left the 5th iteration, it had been just about 3 months. Where are we at now?
I'd say you're closing in on like ending your 6th month, like of Cordian month. So that's a Cordian year is.
We were there for like
You're in Mobio for about 2 months.
Okay.
3 days.
Well, you 3 days.
So what is accordion year versus our?
It's.
our
I think there's
understanding?
7 weeks in a month. Or
More pit stop.
6 weeks in a month. So basically, like, you guys have like I would say for us, you spent a year together of like Earth years.
Okay.
Of the like around 350, 360 days, I would say.
Okay.
And also the accordion week, I think, is 8 days. I made a whole calendar that has a whole like system.
The math is too deep.
It's still not enough time.
I think we should tell Nergron where to go, and then I think I'm gonna go find Calais. I'm not sure how I feel right now.
We play it safe. We go to the moon and find the Baron. I'll go tell, or Rheknit, you go do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You two, if you want to bring some booze and let's go find Calais, I think they need us.
You know I have the booze on hand.
Rheknit is definitely like plugging into the shit. I almost said Netrunner seat. I meant
essentially.
It's
The
essentially that.
Spelljammer helm.
The Spelljammer helm.
Spelljamming these nuts
just
in
getting
his mouth.
This is gonna sting.
Rittenhask. Is there any wine in the kitchen?
Oh, I usually reserve the sherry for cooking, but perhaps we could, yeah.
It's important for Goliath.
Of course. White, red.
Red.
I think Calais would. I have just the thing. No sherry.
Okay.
I got it.
Bring
And-
the white too.
You see, like, when he hears that, you see Rinhas's shoulders kind of slump. And then think about something and then go runs off.
Just bring it all.
Yeah. You guys meet down into the deck. You see that there is, Cheese has found their way into the kitchen.
I like cereal.
That's Cheese's voice. Cheese goes,
Who's Cheese?
Hi.
Oh Jesus.
I like chocolate. No.
Goblin.
Do you mind if I, whip something up for everybody?
I can tell you for a fact that if Rheknit is here to hear any of this, it'll be a... You do whatever you want. You've earned it.
Okay.
so this big bugbear gets to, like, cooking.
Aki.
The name's Cheese.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna introduce you to Cheese.
No. Guys.
Does Aki start having coded responses again? Are they no longer just...
Guys, what the hell happened?
Your planet's gone. Sorry.
I think I'm gonna go lie down. I don't
Never
feel
heard
good.
from again.
Make sure you lie down on the ship and not off the ship.
I do my best thinking when I'm falling.
Well, if you lie down on the ship and you fall asleep, you'll be falling asleep.
You got me there.
Skirt.
Okay, yeah. Aki just goes to the top of the deck and lays down.
The top of the
I find ropes comfortable.
I think we should just
Aki,
ignore it.
Aki is to D&D what, like, that one unfinished NPC that somebody glitches out of the map and finds in, like, Oblivion or something, right?
Whoa.
It's like, you shouldn't be here.
Hey, my guy.
Like, oh my god.
Hey, buddy.
Great.
Okay.
That's pretty funny.
I'm gonna use Aki in every campaign I ever am involved in now.
No.
Aki is the horse that always just comes into the periphery when you call it in a video game.
Yeah, it's Roach.
It's Roach.
Yeah.
Roach.
Triss.
Roach.
Okay.
I've been playing it too much lately.
That was funny.
I find Calais in. Where are you?
So I'm in whatever quarters that I would have used for where have I locked myself up for the first couple of weeks of space travel.
Yeah.
Door isn't locked or closed. It's just like slightly ajar. And you will find Callias there, just sitting on the ground, holding the circlet, the twin jade serpents they have, that they're arcane focus. They're holding it and whispering to it very fervently in primordial. It's for somebody who doesn't speak it, primordial sounds like the combination of. It sounds like pebbles clacking together in a river.
That's cool. I knock on the frame of the door. Of course you do.
You speak primordial?
Perfect.
I was like, I think I do.
Then you hear pebbles in a river clacking together, and you hear just jargon of I beseech you, bring me clarity unto my purpose. Drive me forth in this great path, and let me strike down those who oppose you. Let the stars guide me towards you. Just, this continual...
No, but what does primordial sound like?
Yeah.
Like...
Oh, give it an accent.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, shit.
I can't believe I'm the one that is inciting this now.
Give me a second. Let me let it come to me. Great serpent, let my path come to me. Let the stars guide me forward on my great journey. Let the purpose become ever clearer. Let the road you have set out before me end peacefully and calmly as you would destine it. And more of that, like.
I don't want it.
So at that,
No.
I say to Lilith, I think he's praying.
They're praying.
I think they're praying.
So the actor's pronouns are he, him.
It's hard to separate the artist
Yeah,
from the
sometimes
character.
it really gets me.
Me too. I'm playing the character.
A loose heave.
I knock on the frame of the door. Callias?
Yes?
Do you want to be alone?
Is there anything wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. You seemed like, yes, everything's wrong, but nothing's wrong.
With you? With the crew?
No one's hurt, if that's what you're talking about.
Then I'm fine. I think.
I don't believe you.
I am fine.
That was less convincing. We're all here and we have wine and the strong drink that is, and to harken back to the beginning when Claes first tried it, bad but then good. If you'd like to partake.
You see, given that the back of Claris's head is facing you, see them perk up a little bit.
Couple snakes turn.
Yeah, definitely. A few snakes flee are like, oh.
That does sound good. Just give me a moment.
Okay, we'll be in.
Awkwardly standing in the hallway.
Yeah.
That's what we'll do.
Yeah. We're just gonna be sitting on the ground out here, if that's okay.
I
guess we could go to my room.
I'll come over and just like come to the door.
Are we in college again?
Are all three of you out in the hall?
Yes.
And then as you come over, Ren Hask is gum down the stairs. It's like with two
Does
bottles.
Ren Hask walk like Dan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, like a tree.
And Leonidas is also like, Callias, I must go with my family.
Party and all.
I'm going to go hang out with my family.
I'm just gonna be sort of
Something.
peering through the crew.
I will be there. I promise. I'm not running away or anything. I just need a second. Things have changed.
Okay.
Let's get some artificial air. Let's find a deck
Slowly
that isn't.
close the door.
We'll be up on the whatever deck.
Okay.
The poop.
Sure.
Okay.
I've not bothered to learn any of the names of.
I only know that name.
I'd love to go to the poop deck.
Wherever
The poop deck is above the topmost in the aft.
So that's just a great view. That's
It's
why
the best view. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's-
Let's go get out some lunch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not every ship has a poop deck, or a poop deck can also be something deck.
We go outside.
We go to the poop deck. We tell the interns to get lost.
Not the interns.
And
Anyways,
we pull out the booze and the drugs, and let's.
I will be there. Don't use them all.
Hurry.
Fucking pray quick, nerd. Take the time you need, mate.
The door swings open. This is a conversation for another day. Do you understand me?
You speak the tongue, mate.
I look around to the rest of the group.
Do y'all have marbles in your mouth? What is this?
Sorry, that was good.
And that's what I needed to hear. I'll be there in a second. I need a little time.
We understand.
Okay. Just wanted to check on you.
Okay. Okay.
Clunk.
Up on the poop deck, passing a joint around.
Puff, puff, pass.
As when we started.
Who all is here? It's the three of us.
It's the crew.
Is Thinker there?
Thinker is currently scomming on the spell jamming helm, I imagine.
Yeah.
You can maybe try and hotbox the suit.
Well, the thing is that sometimes the
go
spelljammer
down there.
doesn't always have to be like
the chair
like jacked in.
I'm gonna say that Rheknit is present but not partaking. Is my estimate. I think.
If Keepa was put to bed, then
You are
mommy
on the
and
night,
daddy
yeah.
can be help.
It is like late.
Yeah.
It's getting later in the day, so you guys are
Whatever
tired.
late is in the middle
Later
of
in the
space.
void.
Yeah, later in the void.
That's a great book title.
Yeah, that really is.
It is.
Later in the void.
Later in the void.
So, you're all around. Rinhask has brought his 2 glasses of port, bottles of port, a white port, and a dark red port.
Is it a tawny port?
No, you're not tawny port.
Yes,
No,
you're tawny.
Nope, just a white and a red port.
Can I briefly do a quick prayer thing with you so I can also
I would
join
love
in
that,
on the
yes,
the
please.
festivities here because
More
I
patience.
desperately don't want to. I won't go through the. I might send you the full prayer later, but I won't go through like going for it now. But essentially, the hearing this legend lore has solidified the divinity of the Great Serpent. Solidified it, as far as I'm concerned. I am struggling to manage with existing on a bare level out in a spatial area that shouldn't exist, and the one thing I've just learned as fact is that my God exists. That's all I've got now. So I have come to my room and I've taken my circlet and I am fervently praying. Not only to the being depicted in this, but the being that gifted the mote of pearlescent light to me, the serpent that I saw in the base of that temple. And I'm holding this circlet with the pearl and just speaking, Great Serpent, I beseech you, grant me a sign, a boon, a path forward, to tell me what I believe is true, that I am here to finish what was started all these eons ago, to bring balance to the scales and ensure that you are without equal in the wider existence that I have discovered, to bring your enemy of thousands of years past to heal and grant you freedom of the cosmos. Show me that I speak true.
and that you ought to be all that is. As always, I remain your humble servant, but now I stand ready as never before to act. Something to that.
Yeah. You finish your prayer. And you feel nothing.
God is dead.
There is no answer. You feel vulnerable in the way that you've let this pour out. If I want to say this to you, it's not like you feel bad. It's just there is no answer. If it makes Callias feel better,
no.
I should say, if the prayer makes you feel better,
no.
There is no answer yet.
With no answer, what I will do, take a second, I will stand up, I will take that little pearl of energy out of the mouths of the serpent of my arcane focus. And if I can, if you will allow it, I will take one of the necromantic shards that I've been using as a bullet, and I will try and merge the two and save this piece of ammunition for a later date.
So you're trying to make these two crystals.
Well, one
so
of them was a piece of light. It was it was like energy gifted by the Great Serpent that I've just been equipping in my arcane focus that I'd now like to infuse into a
Yeah,
an
you
object.
take this mode of light, the jelly, like it like has a resistance, but it's like soft light.
Yeah.
You bring it to the crystal and it goes in. It kind of like almost willingly accepts into it. The magic accepts it, and this dark, like green necrotic shard turns to this more seafoam green, like a churn, and like almost has like that light constantly moving in it. And then you kind of like, oh shit, what do I do with it? You kind of bring it over and like it's like has like it kind of just floats and spins.
Ooh. A warlock bond, perhaps?
That's exactly what it looks like.
Love it.
I know you'd like that.
Love it. Great. Okay. As soon as the bond is assembled, I will.
Destiny.
I'll make my way upstairs.
Okay. Okay, you are now all up there, passing the green, and Rittenhask has gotten these little drams, these hand-carved drams that he pulls out. He's like,
This is from my special chest, and I just thought I'd. It's like my you've seen it. It's my private chest that I keep my things in.
The one under your shirt?
Yes. No, not that chest. No, but like
You
my
said private chest. So
yes, it's like my I keep my stuff in it.
I'm fucking with you.
I understand.
and then he passes out these like hand-carved like wooden drams from this beautiful like kind of reddish brown wood with some port, white or red, whatever your fancy is, and it's pretty strong. I would say it's like between, because port, not as sweet as you would think, has a lot more character to it than just like sweet and winey. It's think of it more as like almost like a really nice vermouth.
Sailors!
Aperitifs is a quite a accomplished profession in Nestleton. But I
Does it
digress.
taste good?
Yes, it's you will like this. You tend to like sweeter things, correct?
I don't dislike them.
Exactly. It does, because sometimes it's too bitter. I don't like the bitter aperitif. This one's more of a has a bitter quality, but think it botanical.
I can do that.
Yes, fruity.
Botanical.
Like flowers.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Yes. This was actually my cousins. They are a Vinter here in, or there in Nestleton.
Nestleton is an island?
Nestleton is where I'm from. It's
an island?
No, it's a town.
On Not an island.
A big island.
It's close to where Ryujin and I are from.
That's not an island, though. That's a city. Yes?
Aye, but on a big
Yes,
continent.
I mean, I guess the continent is pretty big of Cordia.
Is Cordia also a large island?
I mean,
this whole time?
Technically, yeah.
I mean, I didn't know.
It's all pretty much just islands.
Islands all the way down.
And you could say that perhaps they're all just in an island of their minds. You know, they all think the same way. They don't.
Right.
That's one of the reasons I wanted to get out.
Essentially, we're looking at worlds like islands right now.
Yeah.
That's true.
You're so right.
We're just a little rowboat, just paddling away through the ocean of void.
I'll have it.
Good.
Wink.
Did you get white or red?
Red.
Red. It's very oaky, sweet, but not like sickly sweet. It's just like a really well balanced port.
I go to shoot the whole thing, but I think I like it too much, and I have to save at least half
You like
of it.
spit some back.
Yeah.
In the cup.
Yes. Yeah. Like the whole full. Oh.
Oh, it's funny as fuck.
It's very nice.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure that the saliva will also bring out flavor. Nothing.
Ash is kind of looking at his glass. He got the red port, but is kind of like looking at it and like hesitantly like takes a sip and is like, I don't have to drink anymore.
Like.
Explain.
I don't.
You don't need to.
I haven't had alcohol in a while. But also, I don't have to eat.
You don't have to consume anything.
Or drink. I don't even technically have to breathe.
Are you okay?
If Rheknit is here, Rheknit like leans in.
Say more. Describe.
Oh no, that's pretty much it.
How?
Is this from your new lady?
Yeah, it's part of the.
It's part of. That's you know what.
Would you? I don't mean to intrude, but you wouldn't mind describing what this bargain was like, would you?
Is this Ripper?
You don't want to meet Ripper, mate. Ripper's coming later,
I
innit?
guess I'm curious about this bargain too.
I know I haven't been around as long as the others, but I'm most intrigued.
Also, she said that she wanted to be a part of taking Thelicast down, and we never did contact her.
Did you?
Is she mad?
I wasn't here for the last session of all that, so I wasn't able to.
She hasn't.
Did I contact her?
No, you didn't.
Could I have? If I had asked you to?
Yeah, you could have. Yeah, we could retcon that if you want.
had coronavirus.
Sorry.
My fault.
Sorry.
You could. You could.
Like I would have been like, "Hey, I'm going into space."
She would be slightly was definitely annoyed talking to her about it. Do you want to?
Okay.
Yeah, she's annoyed, frustrated, but she says, "Okay, go. I will call upon you when you are needed."
Cool. Great. It is. I was rutting around the underbelly of. Not Revan.
Riva.
Riva. Sorry. It's only been a few days, but it's also been a couple of months for Kyle. Bruh. And I started running with. I started hearing tell of a lady, a being that was amassing some gathering in power. So I met with her, and I believe she is that iteration's first undead being. Right.
I mean, you don't know about that iteration. She could be the first undead being, but that's what she told you.
Sure. But yeah.
Is that what you are?
I'm not. Technically, no. I am alive. It's more because I share in her power, so I get some benefit of it. Right?
Yeah, that makes sense, actually.
And it's this benefit of power that has separated you from the need to eat and drink and sleep.
I would sure hope so.
But if you do, can you still?
I assume.
Man,
I'm taking sips and drinking. Tastes fine. Nothing's wrong.
I would love to learn if these properties were transitive in any way.
I think if I were to eat, I would just feel no different.
Well, I mean, if they were... Never mind.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He like sort of sits there and is just like thinking to
I've
himself.
puff past him multiple times.
So you get this power from this lady.
Yes.
What do you give her?
Honestly, not much. Yeah. What did I promise her? I don't think I promised her.
The deal itself was pretty. She's like, I'm gonna ask you to do things, and I'll give you all this stuff. And sometimes things just like, go learn about this person for me. It's very ambiguous, just like death.
Your wife asks if Ash poops.
Twice. She's asked it in the chat. Does that purpose?
Asked it twice? God damn it.
The people need to know.
She should be here.
What would he poop if there was no eating?
I'd like to paint
So it's very
she asked
rarely.
it twice, once in all lowercase and once in all capitals.
She said, "Does Ember poop?"
She
Does
needs
Ember poop?
to know.
Oh my god.
Oh man, that's funny.
If
Can we
eat,
get Rachel
then
guess?
poop. If no, then no. Well, I mean, she starts school again tomorrow.
She's a lawyer.
Darn.
Rachel.
Where's Rachel?
Rheknits?
What's
Plies.
no? What's her name?
No.
Again, this is Kyle.
You don't. It's just she's doesn't really told you her name ever. But she just is call me your lady.
How'd you find her? Because I watched you leave them, but I didn't see how you found her. So I must assume it was something important.
Like I said, I found the underbelly, or the black market of Raver, and then through that, talking with people, greasing some elbows, breaking some teeth, I learned information. And when something of substantial power becomes essentially a gang leader, it's easy to find out if you know where to put your ear. And I took the job.
And it was worth it.
He twists the ring of mind shielding on his finger a little bit. I have my own plans on how it might go. I'm not too worried.
about whether or not it was worth it. If that makes any sense.
But can you still hear her?
Not if I don't want to.
But you can hear her.
She hasn't reached out in a couple days.
Not right now. Do you hear her?
No.
Okay, good.
Don't even know who she is, really. I can't hear mine. That was...
Oh, right. She's not exactly, or she's nowhere near a god.
But she gives you all this. She changed you.
Yes. If she were to, from my understanding of it, if she were to be like, oh no, I don't like Ash anymore, she could go yoink. And then I would be just the
But isn't that what gods are
cat
like?
again. Oh, sure. No, I'm not defending gods or anything. I'm just pointing out that I don't think she's
close.
I don't think she's that powerful grand scheme.
But her and Thelikas,
Perhaps.
was she better or worse?
She did not have as much, from what I saw of her, yet have as much power as Thelikas. And also didn't have...
Because Thelikas wasn't a god.
No.
We learned.
It's true.
Yeah. Playing at God.
Playing badly.
Yeah.
I think. What's in here?
Dreams.
Dreams?
It's oregano that sends you to a different dimension.
I call it the kind herb.
We're doing a freaking scene from that 70s show right now.
Yeah, you're right.
Slipping.
Kalia's just like...
Oh no. Like Dan when he took his first bong rip.
The snakes breathe out the smoke.
Lilith,
I
have a question for you. When we go back to Revit at some point, and the sage is defeated, will you return as royalty?
That's a great question. We should have asked this back in the sand place where we were.
Sand.
Monastery, there are monks there.
That's fair. That was a long time.
I don't know. No. My parents are in charge. And you know, a ruler there rules for. They have like a time slot. They can rule for like 450 years, and then after that, cut off. The next person takes over. And it's supposed to be me. But I don't know. I don't want it. I don't want it.
She's my queen.
I'm not equipped for it, and I'm not as charismatic as some of you, and I'm not as smart as some of you. I motion to wherever Rhek is, and
Furiously taking notes.
Well, I think sometimes that's what makes a great leader. Someone who feels they don't deserve it, who doesn't think they're equipped, is actually the most equipped, the best person for it. And if you were, it's not like you lose us. We would always be here, maybe not right next to you, but always a stone's throw away for guidance, help, and not that I'm saying you need to do it. I just wondered what your thoughts were, and I if it were up to me, I think you'd make a great leader.
you're kind.
Lilith, coming from not as deeply royal.
Okay,
But,
continue.
I mean, you would technically preside over Nestleton in a way. That border's disputed, but...
Well, so I could tell you what to do. More so than I already do
And
now.
I would say yes.
He likes that, believe me.
I'm done.
Ryujin.
No.
Sorry.
Pass the joint.
I passed it. I might need it again.
No. My older brother. I love him, but can be...
Your who?
There are more of you?
Yes.
You remember in the vision place where there was the siblings that.
Vision place?
You know, where.
What vision?
Well, you had
where
one
you
older
saw when
brother
you were
then.
I have one older
children
brother.
mask, and I saw
I have.
Oh, I was doing something
I have
different.
my
then.
sister.
And then
I
you
was
had one that
away.
died.
One that died. Yes.
Not to
I was in the fade, apparently.
And perhaps my
were hunting
parents may
Richard's
have had
dead
another
body.
while I've been gone.
No, I was literally
But I'm
in the
not
fade.
quite sure.
I didn't get.
My older brother can be a real prick. I love him, but he's grown up his whole life wanting to be the Baron of Nestleton, and knowing it is owed to him, and that can create a person who is, well, again, I say it's a piece of shit.
Well, you can tell him when we get back, he doesn't need to worry about that anymore because being Baron, you say, of Nestleton?
Yes, the Baron.
Baron doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah,
What does it matter
In a
now?
way, yes. I mean, in the grand scheme, macroly speaking, absolutely.
Maybe we do bring your brother some perspective. And
It's like a child in a sandbox saying, "This is my corner of the sandbox."
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think, Lilith, you have perspective of a person who has seen lots, knows lots, and know that you also don't know everything.
I don't know anything.
You've left Nestleton.
I've never been to Nestleton.
Sorry.
It's puff, puff.
Yes, I
pass.
That was puff, 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 puff. That's what I.
I took a tolerance break for a while. You left Nestleton.
Clients just eats the nub.
Fucking God.
Plus,
Just gets a snake to lick it.
that's disgusting.
Burps a little bit, smoke comes out.
To back in.
you should finish rolling the next one.
Yeah. What I'm getting at is, I think you would be an excellent leader. You would take learning, but the thing is, you have shown for us, as truly, in a way, leading us in many instances. As somebody who would take the job and know what it has to be, instead of just taking the job because they believe it belongs to them.
I mean, you'd be dead if not for her.
No, yes, maybe I do have a bias in this.
These are all very kind things you're saying.
It's well, I saw it. I'd be having his soul in a spear if you didn't say not to.
And you hold us together. I don't know how much you realize, but you're a constant. You keep us all sane, and you keep us all less wild than we are.
If you could accidentally lead a crew of nightmares into the abyss, you could lead a small city.
Yes.
Can I say something? These are all very nice things, but I have these dark thoughts in my brain. Like, we all saw that thing in the Kevin Moon of when I could have become a lich or something. And I can't say that that's not a part of something that I could do. Like, I'd do that. I'd do that in the right circumstances if I thought it was the right thing to do. I'm not necessarily about being good. I'm just about doing what's right in the moment. My God, I'm afraid of death. And
isn't everyone?
Ask my parents and their tutors. They all just drilled the phrase memento mori into my brain ever since I could have ears, which is always, but
No more afraid of death than your sage. Right?
Yeah.
If anything, yeah.
You don't
He's the
become a
worst of us all.
sage of magic meant to deny death if you are not afraid of it.
Aye. Aye, it's so funny. Someone who lives as long as me to be afraid of death.
How old are you?
125. How old are you? That's a question.
I don't know. We don't measure that really where I'm from. I've seen a lot of suns and a lot of winters. I think somewhere. How many? In a year where you are from, how many times does it become winter?
What?
How many times does it get cold where you in a year?
Oh, once.
Once a year it becomes cold?
Yeah.
I'm probably how 100 and what?
25.
Not quite that old, but not far away. Probably
I said that in there.
probably
You just
poked Callias' eye and Callias didn't feel it at all.
Callias
It's
is
that weed and the
zooted.
I would say
But simultaneously, it's like knocking on a fishbowl, and like the entire world just goes.
between 110 and 120 Cordia time. We didn't really do that where I was from. We all lived the same amount of time and it was long, I think.
What about you, Ryujin? How old are
How
you?
old are you? We didn't do this at the beginning. We were just co-workers then.
How's my double-digit pal?
22.
Oh my
What?
fucking god.
Baby.
How do I feel so incredibly young, but also so incredibly old?
How old are you, Catman?
29.
49?
29.
Oh.
Leo, you.
Well, before I
It's like 8.
Yeah.
I think so.
I do
yeah.
want to say one thing before we. I'll tell you my age, but
Okay.
before that, as the resident expert in death, because I'm pretty sure I'm the one who's died. Here.
2.
Well, like really.
We just didn't get to you in time.
It's not that we didn't get to him in time, it's that he was taken away from us.
Yes, but
True.
I was dead for some time, and truly it isn't so bad.
I disagree.
Oh. That's fine.
But continue.
That's fine, Liz.
Leonidas, take a hit.
I don't like that.
Is Leonidas one of those people who's like,
I bet Yara.
substance clouds my judgment?
I bet Yara smokes like a chick.
Yara
smokes us all.
Yara takes out her little her weed tweezer things that like.
Oh.
She has the like cigarillo
Yeah.
sticks for it.
Yeah.
She's a pro. She's a pro. Keep is a pro.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep it can pack a good bowl.
She built a grinder.
Yeah.
That was originally what pants was supposed to be.
But I will say about death
Just became an entire
is
Got carried away.
at least the part that I experienced. I'll speak for myself. I like living a bit more because I get to be with my friends.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Well, you were the.
The what?
No. It's an argument
For
another day.
For another time.
For another time.
When it's not me.
Have you
Well,
been
either way.
have you been to the repository? Or in the catacombs?
In the catacombs. Oh, I've been in the
Have
catacombs.
you watched the ceremony of raising the spirits?
A couple times, aye. Why?
I think as much as death can be scary, it's also beautiful. It is a cycle of life. It is the transference of energy, but that energy isn't always gone either. So you get to tap into it in the way that they do it there, and you get to learn history. You get to learn stories and things from way past that you may never have learned And that is through death. So I think, as scary as it can be, it's also something that makes living even more precious.
I wish I had that point of view. I boop Ryujin on the nose, but I can't reach across this table.
Ryujin,
But I don't.
you are wise for your years.
That's interesting, because my wisdom score is low. No, I'm kidding.
Because I'm dumb as shit.
So, like, I know I keep saying that we shouldn't think about the big picture because we're just gonna freak out, and I think this is why I wanted to get high and a little
I
drunk.
think this is the best time to do so.
Because I can't stop thinking about the big picture.
I think you get paranoid when you get high.
You should come back to.
Why? Do you notice it?
What do you mean?
Me literally yesterday.
I'm fine.
No,
What are you talking
everyone
about?
who saw you yesterday went, oh.
Oh
Will is high."
shit! Yeah.
Literally, you walked in and I'm like, oh.
Felicia was like, is Willow? Oh, he's
Oh,
high.
he's lost. Yeah.
You should come back. If we go back to Sepikos, there are certain things that they make the people drink before it all goes down. That's very soothing as far as I'm concerned.
Before it all goes down?
As in death?
Don't think.
No, I didn't. It's not as
That's
simple as
Smiley
that.
tells me
The
yes.
orgies?
That's Smiley
No,
tells me
you
yes.
have overblown this. It was never about that. It's about
But it is.
serving. No,
What you just said,
no,
though, is that it's not about it.
no.
You're not
It
saying
is a
doesn't happen.
tool. You don't always kill someone with a sword. Yes? Have you ever killed someone
I'm
with a sword?
sorry.
You kill them with your
You
dick.
kill them with your other sword?
My point I was trying to make is that there is a relaxant that is used to make everything more amenable.
Ye old poppers?
Would you like to...
Oh. Okay, Callias disassociates for a little bit.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Leo's 35.
Baby!
I mean, technically, you. It's,
What's the Leon in
the way it works?
I bet the same as humans, I think, like 70 is
like
old
under
age.
100 for an elf is
I'm
like
an
A child.
elven. I'm an elven young adult.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like it's not.
And Lilith
It
was kept
works
in the castle
different.
for 100 years, so she just didn't get to see shit.
Lilith was a homeschooled kid.
They grow very slowly. So like a 70-year-old elf looks like a 7-year-old or a 12-year-old.
I mean, if we want to rules pit stop this.
So if you're 125 in human years,
You're supposed to be of age at
50.
150.
Give me a second.
I'm like your
Adulthood.
you're the same age as us.
Adulthood is around 100 years
I
old.
feel the
for an
same
elf.
way. I feel about the same age
So
as all of
100
you.
is like 18
Sure.
in human years.
I think 16 is technically in D&D. They
Oh,
consider
16 is-
adult.
Okay.
But in dog years, it's like 7.
Yeah.
Callias is like, like 105. I think. Elven 18.
So yeah, 18ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're all around the same age. Actually,
Yeah.
Leonidas is.
But it's not the same thing as
Rin
saying,
Hask
like,
is
a
in his
person
early
who
30s.
is a
He's
world
33.
wary
33.
Yeah.
So Leonidas is the eldest.
Yeah.
So you can't hear your god.
Not here.
You've never been able to.
I've seen them. You've seen them.
You can't hear Amber.
Is she okay? You left her alone.
She's fine.
Do you know? How can you know?
She was a genie.
The serpent, the great serpent is a god, and I can't hear them. Where we are
Are you
now.
worried about the great serpent?
Yes, of course I am.
Are you worried about the great serpent?
Because this is not devotion to worry. Is devotion not perpetual worry?
I don't like devotion.
Ooh. You know, you're not wrong there, but I don't know if that's health.
It's not the right vibe with me.
Can I ask about what
I
the
punched
legend-
Ryujin.
the spell that Hugh cast.
Something came over
Do you
me.
want to talk about that right now?
No,
Okay, we'll talk about it later.
nothing bad. It's just that it is helpful and frustrating. Because I thought I was over it, but I can't be over it if it's here.
Callias, open your eyes.
Open your mouth.
No, I don't need more. No.
Amber.
I'm also done.
Y'all are quitters.
I know.
I'm just tired. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of having to run.
This is the most I've
from
breathed in a very long
from
time.
what I believe, and now that I'm here, I'm confronted with something that confirms. And it's all still so quiet. It's so big out here. There's so much more out here, and it's even quieter than before. That's worse. It was loudest on the island. It was loudest on Fidicilas, and it's now.
You're far away.
You're far away, and Callias. Just because you call doesn't mean every time they'll answer.
That's not the point.
I know it's not the point, but sometimes you have to try and try again.
Or sometimes you just need to
Or
be okay with not calling.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
I've been okay with not calling. I've been not okay with call. I've been okay with not calling for this entire time. I'm not mad. I'm just a little disappointed, I suppose.
And that's okay.
The bigger things get, the more questions there are, and the more people we ask, the fewer answers we get.
Gods are shit.
Aye.
We do end up
I'd
with
agree
more
with that.
questions every time we ask them, so.
I don't know what is a god anymore. If neither of the people you've been with is a god.
Definitely not.
And Thelikas was definitely not a god. And now I've had 3 differing opinions on mine.
The thing that's eating the planet we were just
Not.
on.
I would argue it was created by gods. And
If that was
therefore-
created by a god, then mine is. Mine is.
Yours
For
is,
sure.
I'm not saying it's
absolutely.
not.
I'm not saying
You
it
did
is.
before. You all did before, and
I
I'd
didn't
like
say
to
the
hold
servant
this.
wasn't.
I'd like to hold this victory. You definitely did before.
I'm not
You
saying
said
it's
what?
God now either. I'm not saying it's a god now.
The
And
serpent.
Who was that made by?
Very powerful beings who are going to kiss my ass eventually.
Then, where did you go when you died?
There was nothing.
What makes a god? The people who worship it.
No.
It's actually true.
No.
How it works.
No.
Yeah, I think
Can't
it-
be.
Callias, it seems like your definition of what is a god is more the question than if your.
Divinity.
Well,
But what is
then what is
divinity?
divinity?
The ability to create worship.
Okay, well.
True worship.
So if I was
What's
able
true
to
worship?
make a cult, would I then be
No.
divine?
No.
But do you see where that line now gets a little blurry?
I would call
everybody
maybe
must worship my
that
feet.
thing
Why did I
that
not
thing
think of
that
making
we.
a cult?
You really missed it. You missed a mark on that one.
That would have
I'm
been.
honestly disappointed in you, Amber.
I
Genuinely upset.
when you
Just became a gangster.
when you can perform
Would have been more fun.
unexplainable change, unexplainable miraculous change,
Yes.
You can do that.
then no, I cannot.
On a
you
wide
can.
scale.
I mean, you did.
On a wider scale.
Are you saying making a miracle?
There's power.
More than that, though. Like consistency of miracles.
There's power scaling. You feel it.
I do. I am not there yet.
It's just that.
None of us could be there. Thelikas was not there yet.
Yeah.
Things
And
that
that's-
change the structure of growth.
My idea of it is that it's like there is a not a ceiling but a stopper that we can move up from, and that beyond would be considered more divine. And some people can get past it, but not really.
Oren is close.
Who's
Sure.
Oren?
Small guy.
Great.
There's tons of small guys on the
guy.
island.
Short King.
Is that your?
Short King. Short King. Yes.
You should talk to Orin about it.
That is who it is. Well, I can't go speak to him willy-nilly.
Well, next chance you get. Like, go find like a priest and talk to them about faith.
I've known priests.
Well, go talk to
I
them.
was raised by priests.
But like,
your priests are a little different.
Cultists, not priests.
But still a god that they worshipped.
I didn't say that they weren't a god.
We saw one. We saw. Not only did you see mine, we saw the Leviathan.
I'm not arguing with you.
Wasn't that just
big lizard?
I mean, that was before.
Big lizard that gave little lizard power.
But giving power.
Big lizard gives little lizard power.
But giving power doesn't always mean that it's coming from a god.
I know.
My
I know.
drink gives me power. I can breathe literal different elements of this
aware.
realm.
But your lizard didn't change you the same way that my lizard
I
changed
just
me.
realized there are too many lizards involved in this.
There's a lot.
Too many.
And I feel uncomfortable.
Sounds like
You say that, and some of the snakes of Callias' hair goes.
Callias' eye slits narrow.
Here's what I believe. We could do something that's so. All of us together could do something that's so wild and changing, and people could revere us and worship us as gods. That's what I'm saying. What really, truly, biologically makes you a god?
Divine power.
Exactly. So therefore,
You can amass divine power from worship. I've done research. I didn't really
it's
like
not black
it.
and white, is what I'm trying to say. You can become one. You can be born one. You can.
Like, look, you can. The tree, the tangle is a type of divinity.
This is what
So
back to the point.
Circle the wagons.
We are going to figure out what the thing that just hatched from the not sun was. Yes?
Yes.
We've kind of figured it out.
We are going to deal with that one way or another. I know we've kind of figured it out, but still. We're going to deal with that. We are going to then deal with the thing that wanted to hatch that for some reason.
No, I think you have it reversed. I don't think we should go big then small.
So where are we going now?
We're going to go to the moon to talk to Baron.
Baron.
We're going to learn about
Yes.
Big Thing, but also about Gar-Gal-Onn. And then we're going to go Gar-Gal-Onn, the Gar-Gal-Onn nuts.
Gargle the Gar-Gal-Onn.
We're going to Gar-Gal-Onn.
For
And
the
that
point.
depends on if the Nidhogg can be controlled. Or bartered.
Yes. Either way, we take the cartographer from the dragon
Correct.
to go back home
Correct.
to deal with these seeds of power. Yes?
Yes.
The things that could make one divine, could help finish this question. This is the question that I would like to be answered before we are done. How all of this journey has been dealing with one way or another things that aren't, or are pretending to be divine. And these tangles are part of that question. This sage is trying to be divine.
Maybe. We don't
Maybe,
know what they're trying
but
to
it
do.
won't. We won't know for certain till we know for certain how the tangles work. So that is the plan. Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
We are out here in this stupid, unknowable forever to go back home to a much more knowable problem.
Yes.
Oh.
I for one, feel a little homesick.
I'm ready to go.
I don't know what home means anymore.
I have a slight answer, but
What is your answer, Leopold?
First name.
As he like is holding the burning joint, he passes over. I'm like, this.
I take it. It's like the nubbin.
Yeah.
And I look at everybody, and I stick my tongue out, and I go.
oh my Christ.
Edgy as fuck.
Did that hurt? That should have fucking hurt.
Yeah, I think I'm too high. It was actually just kind of tickled.
I didn't like that. Nope, no.
But did it taste good?
It tasted kind of like a scotch.
Oh.
Here, Calais, do you want to eat this?
Rinhas leans over and just is like, does a healing hands on you.
No, I want this.
Okay.
I feel like on this is when the camera starts to slowly pan out, like real slow. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
It's like the gradual David.
Is there anything else y'all want to talk about before you head to bed and arrive at Kreos in the morning?
I think we have a plan. This felt good. This felt like it needed to happen. Especially because Rhek and Leo are off.
Rheknit is sitting right here.
Especially because Rex and Narkin won't participate in the
I'm
lead.
right here.
And Leo is...
Said the square to the
Blair
circle.
witching in the corner.
No, that's Aki.
Oh, Aki's...
I feel like Aki is simply T-posing at the top of the mast. Just like...
Like a sim.
Raw code, yeah.
Comportment-wise, I think we land and we clap cheeks. We go in and we're taking no fucking prisoners.
I feel like that's what we've done anytime we've landed a boat anywhere.
But let's say so now.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
As if it's a plan.
I have no problem with that. I have no ties to any of this. None of this exists where we're from.
That's a bad way to look at it.
Then what's the better way to look at it?
I understand. There's no better way to look at it.
No, that is not.
Well, there is. Put yourself in the shoes of the people.
Put yourselves in the shoes of the people that we've butchered along the way.
Okay, but that was with good reason.
Was it?
Felix deserved it.
Felix definitely deserved it.
I liked it.
Felix may have, but...
And everyone else we've killed.
I'll find his corpse, resurrect him, and kill him again.
Maybe.
I'm right there with you, Ash.
It's not something to delve into now. We're too far away.
Yeah, I think that's a problem for another day.
Too high.
We're too high. No one fall off the ship.
I don't plan to,
Someone
but I
wants to
may.
As Aki leaps off the top mast.
No promises.
Phil T-posing, just bends knees, and then yoink.
I can't make you that promise.
Doesn't happen. Okay. You all find sleep.
Except for Ember, apparently.
Yeah.
Do you have to sleep still?
Sleep.
Ember
Oh.
just...
Ember sleeps.
Well, it's like the
Ash
Warforged thing
sleeps.
where you just like fucking sit there for 8 hours.
Shut up, how down.
He just doesn't. He doesn't
drink.
No, I need to sleep.
No, I'm saying you just don't need to eat or drink.
And I don't need to breathe, so I look like a corpse when I'm asleep because I'm not moving and not breathing.
All right. As you guys fall asleep, the humming of the void speed lulling you, mark off a long rest.
Thank fuck.
Hell yeah.
Get my 4 hit points back.
However, you are
You wake up dead.
rudely awakened by when Nergron, his alarm system that he does is just like, he like twists his trunk.
Danger.
And so it's just like it sounds like the whole boat is cracking apart. And like it's very loud. You like wake up and you hear Nergron like kind of yell through his roots like, "Yard, get up here. It seems the Baron has found us."
That's great.
We
run up.
You run up to the deck. And it is, you see the almost like a bright sun off in the distance, and you see Firene down below. You guys are now out of void speed. You see Firene and Kreos, kind of like Kreos is closer to you, and you see ships surrounding you in the air.
What variety?
Shrike ships mostly.
Shrek?
Shrike. Very
Shrike. Okay.
Shrike, I believe. They're
And then I saw her face.
They are, and you see a few a fourth one like circling around. They're not as large as your ships, but they are incredibly fast. Floating up is like a ship that looks like a dragonfly.
Okay.
And
most Shrike ships look like dragonflies?
Shrike ships don't. They look like kind of like fish. But the damselfly, I think is what's called. This like dragonfly looking ship kind of comes up, and standing on it there are 2 large like iron suits And then from him is a seemingly elven individual. Has kind of darker brown, light, not like very dark skin, but like light dark brown skin, and these like bright gold eyes. And this is what you guys hear over like a radio, like a PA system, as it comes up. And this man, you see him, he has a little like kind of thing in his hand. He goes,
Well. If it isn't good old Negron, sporting a new crew. I can't wait to see what you have brought me this time.
And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Bang those modes, Guardian!
All right, that's where we will end today's session, everybody. Thank you so much. Guys, this was fun. I liked the session a
I
lot.
didn't expect to get high at the end.
Yeah, I liked. Yeah. We gotta do that more often.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
That should
then.
be all of our group meetings.
Yeah. Oh my god. The business meetings.
I feel like it has been.
Yeah, every time we have a meeting, we either smoke before or after. So inside the game. So.
Yeah.
That's true.
You don't smoke in real life, though.
No.
Yeah, I'm a good boy.
I'm pure.
I
get high
cool.
on
Well, everybody,
Christ.
thank you so much for hanging out with us today, and those listening at home, thank you so much. Always good to see you. Please come next week and enjoy the exciting next episode of Bards of New York. And other than that,
Come join our Discord and hang out with us in between shows.
yeah, come hang out with us and talk with us. It's a good time, good people. And hopefully we will have one, if not two. I don't know when Dan's getting back if it's next week or the one after. Maybe on the 23rd. That is next week.
If John's immune system isn't futile, he'll be back next week.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe we'll have a full crew with a
Challenge.
K. Other than that, I think we should go raid Knights of Silvermoon.
Yeah.
And so everybody give Knights of Silvermoon a big love, and if you're listening, just go and follow Knights of Silvermoon on something to show them some love. They're
good
wonderful people over there.
And they've been with us since like the beginning.
Yeah, they've
They're one
been
of
with
the
us
first people
for a
who
while.
Inducted us into this community. So
Yeah.
you can't.
So go send them some love, and
Also tell some friends about us. We really like and
Yeah.
appreciate the shout outs.
Yeah, follow us on TikTok. Hannah's been doing a great job with the TikToks and the
Game
Tiki
Strong.
Talkies, and also the halftime show. Thank you, Hannah.
Halftime
It was a
show
great
slaps.
halftime show.
Our show is available podcast form wherever you get your podcasts. You can get a ad-free version on Spotify for just $2 a month.
Yeah, that's not even a coffee.
In New York. New York
New
City.
York City.
If you're also not on Spotify Premium, then what are you doing?
I'm not. All right. Thank you all so much. Go tell a friend you love them. Spread some joy, and let's go spread that joy all over Knights of Silvermoon. Let's go spray them with that joy.
All right, see you guys next
Yeah.
time.